Michael,
Bam.
Josh Sims.
Bam. What's happening? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? First things first, this is how we do it. This is how we start it. Right here. Bam. Right here.
All around the table.
All around the table.
Yeah.
Got you.
I love the intensity. Oh, Jonathan Carney, you are
I'm
in.
trying to share
You're
it.
in and you're in. You'll find it. You'll find it. I believe in you.
Sure.
I just want to make sure we're not peaking too hot here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Cigar Talk Live. This is our Tuesday get-together where we get to smoke cigars with you beautiful people and have some beautiful drinks tonight. We're double fisting it, and tonight we have a couple of guests. Pops, you're looking different than you did last week, but sure glad you're here. We will dive into that. If you're watching this, go ahead and hit that share button. Bring in your comments, your questions. Just, you know what to do. Bring it and bring the stars. So,
There's no share button.
welcome. There's no share button?
No, I
No,
have
on
no
the
share
phone?
button. I have no share button. I have no share button.
It's almost okay. So Larry Adams is coming in from LaGrange, Missouri.
right.
Sign off from where you're coming in from. Over my left shoulder, we have Jonathan Carney, VP of LFD Cigars, in the house. What an honor! Welcome in.
Yeah, glad to be here. Honestly, it's my honor.
Well,
As I've said earlier, I think I'm the most important person that's been here in a long time.
about 35 people sat in the public lounge for
You're right.
about an hour and 40 minutes and
You're
would
right.
disagree with you.
You're right.
I would have to agree with what he's saying. I mean, it's like for the rest of us, it's almost like we're sitting next to royalty here.
You know what's funny is I wonder if there is no share button. Everyone's saying there is no share button.
Yeah, I have no share button.
Facebook maybe just wants to make sure we can't share this for the
Apparently
first
it says-
time.
But the button I had in place of the share button was the give button.
Give, yeah, go ahead and hit that give button.
So everybody hit the give button. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Gold Leaf, what's happening? Susan Kirby,
And
what's
by the
up?
way, the compliments I received after I self-deprecated were even better than I expected.
Okay, and to the left we have Dave, aka Graybeard.
Yes, sir.
What I love about it is there is no sort of kind of underhanded, like some guys might call you like Big Dave or something.
I don't think I've ever been called Big Dave. It's usually Dave, Graybeard. Some that we may or may not be allowed to say on this live. I'm not sure.
You can say whatever
say
you like to
whatever,
say
yeah.
here.
Okay, so I've been called ass and asshole a couple of times, but you know,
I
hey,
was expecting a
Who
whole
has-
lot
I was
worse.
expecting worse than that.
That's
Yeah.
what you couldn't say ass or asshole. Like what,
you know,
what type of show
flat
is
boys.
it on?
I'm going to play it safe first.
All right.
I like it, and of course, brother from another mujer.
Sí, como no.
Ahí.
Yeah. Adrian from Cigars and Guns. Thanks for joining, guys. This is our Tuesday night virtual cigar session with our illustrious guest, as always. And yeah, kick us off, Brandon. What do we got?
We've got LFD in the house. I mean, this has been an event years in the making. We kept it nice and mellow,
Literally,
kept it
bro.
clean.
Literally years we've been discussing this.
We have been.
I told your dad when we sat down today, I said, I'm just so happy because we've been working together now for several years, at least 3, maybe 4, almost. How long you guys been open?
Almost 5.
Yeah, so it's been almost 3.5, 4 years. I was like, I'm so happy now for the first time in this entire discussion we had that 1, I'm not introducing you to a new sales rep, and 2, we're actually executing something that we had talked about doing for a long period of time. So it was fun to watch it come to fruition, and we're continuing on now. But literally, this is an out of body experience. This is one of those things like you talk about something for so long. It's like, I don't know, growing up, like I don't know when you went to Disney World for the first time, and maybe you haven't been before, but I mean, I've been. I know you've been. So. And I live there practically. I mean, I live in Orlando.
Yeah.
But it's like you talk about going and then you finally go, and it's like, I can't believe this. It's literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm dead serious. I was just so excited because I got here. I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening.
Actually happening. We're here. Happiest place on earth for all of us sitting
There you go, yeah.
in the chairs right
The
now.
cigar
Mike
industry.
Hernandez coming in from Bakersville, California. What's happening? What's happening? Thank you guys for joining us. If you have questions, please toss them out. To kick it off, I think the big question is, what the hell are we drinking? And what the hell are you guys drinking and smoking? Please chime into it because we've got a number of questions. You know what? I think we should change the name from Cigar Talk Live to the Judgement Zone. Because everywhere else,
Yeah.
judgment is not cool in here. But I'm telling you, for this next hour, boys, gonna be judged.
Easy.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
That's it. So what are we drinking? I know you brought a little goody good for us. Thank you for bringing that. What are we
So,
drinking?
I brought in to help celebrate National Bourbon Day because today is National Bourbon Day.
It's also Flag Day.
And it's Flag Day, but me being a bourbon steward and a spirit sommelier, I had to honor what I'm passionate about, not just cigars but also my whiskey. So we're drinking Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
Fantastic.
And you know what we forgot? Yeah. So on that, we always do a cheers. We do the
Yes, we do.
the high five,
Yes, we
and then
do.
we do a cheers.
I'm going
So,
tequila.
Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for
Cheers
being
to all
here.
of you.
Cheers to y'all as well for sticking with us.
So what kind of tequila is that?
Híjole.
Ecole.
Híjole mano. So yeah, it's a blue agave silver tequila called Híjole, and I just love the name. Mm-hmm. And it's good tequila.
Have you had it before? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? So obviously you're Latin or Hispanic,
Sure.
or Mexican.
Mexican, you got it.
What are those?
Latin, Spanish, Mexican.
I'll
He's
take-
a
I'll
little
take
bit all
any
of
one
them.
of
You
those.
say all, is a formerly bald white guy. If I just say all of them, it's not offensive.
Yeah.
By the way, my wife's Latin.
Perfect.
She's not Mexican, but what does
Still
that mean? What is
spicy.
hijo? Yeah, still. She's
Híjole
very
is
spicy.
a term that we use almost like a surprise. It's almost like a wow. It means many things. Like, híjole, I haven't seen Brandon in 10 years.
Uh-huh.
And it could be like, híjole, this meal is so good. It's one
It's
of
a
those-
punctuation. It's like
Yeah.
starting off, when how they do the exclamation points at the end and then also at the
Upside
beginning.
down.
That
Yeah.
is híjole, the upside down exclamation point.
Yeah.
I think that's my.
Do they do that?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
I don't know if they
Did
did.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Oh, no, they didn't.
By the way, they
Turn the
missed an
bottle around so I can see
opportunity
it.
They
for
s-
us.
I
For us
think so.
non-Hispanics, they've
Okay.
totally missed it. Well, they have they should have put it at the beginning. That would have been amazing.
JD Mars, what's happening? Good evening. John McGowan is drinking Balvenie Caribbean Cask and
nice.
Trinidad Espiritu.
Nice expression.
That's not bad for a little Tuesday afternoon.
That's good.
I am going to go ahead and brag a little bit because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, on that
And
one it
who
is.
I know went ahead and you gave me a little bit of an LG. Will you tell me what it is that makes this cigar so
Leo,
special?
yeah.
So tonight, here at Industrial, we did something a little unique, and I mean it. I'm doing these concepts called the Gourmet Smoke Sessions. So we had these packs here this evening, which are for the Gourmet Smoke Sessions, and we didn't do that. So this will be the only place that we actually have them outside of you showing up at one of my ticketed dinner events. So the concept behind the 5-packs we did was this 5 cigars with wrapper tobaccos that are paired from different places around the world with dishes, food dishes that I prepare, paired with those cigars from that part of the world. So we naturally, since we're in the Dominican Republic, did a Dominican Puro, 100% Dominican, which is what you're smoking. That was one of the 5. So what you're smoking right now is the Lido Gomez Diaz, which was made for the 10-year anniversary of Lido in the cigar business. So it's 100% Dominican tobacco from Lido's farm. Wrapper, binder, filler. There's not one bit of tobacco that's not from his farm. And that is the 2015 version. And coincidentally, we actually haven't released that cigar since 2015. It's going to be coming back later in this year within a different version. But that tobacco is from 2011. So whenever you see the date on the band, the tobacco was 4 years prior to that. So you got something really special.
Yeah, truly.
So the highlight of the Gourmet Smoke Session packs, there's great cigars in there. We have the Chapter 1, our Airbender Chisel. We have the 1994, which commemorated the 20-year anniversary in business, which is one of my favorite blends. And then our Suave, a little milder cigar. But the highlight's really at LG because it hasn't been out in 7 years, which is interesting because when I started with the company, LG was really popular because there was a lot of excitement around it because of the fact that the Dominican Puro, the other Dominican Puros are like Opus X. I'm not saying this, I'm a big Opus smoker myself. They're very different farms, Puros come from one place. So it was popular, but it was exciting because of that side. But it had kind of been put out there in I'm not saying in shops it shouldn't have been in, but I'm just gonna be really honest. Like, it was just there. It was like, oh, you want some LG? What size do you want? Oh, you want one? I'll give you one. So it really wasn't presented right, and I'm not sure for what reason why, but for one way, I mean, we had a lot of demand placed on us over the last 7 years, and it really got put on hold when Andalusian Bolo got Cigar of the Year in 2016. And then we did a big expansion of the factory that was done in 2019, and then COVID hit, and we were partial capacity for a long time. So LG really got put on the back, the back burner. So it's going to be fun to bring it out again, because we're going to really kind of
give it its respect.
Well, give it the respect it's due, but also launch it in the right way. Where I'll be honest, if you want one facing of this cigar, it's probably not showing up. I'm not saying it to be mean. If you just want 20 cigars, it's not. We're gonna put it in places where people don't want it, because that's what ended up happening with LG. Was some would have it, and I'd walk in. I'm like, I can't believe you have the 2011 LG.
Yeah, you'd be like, you'd be 40 miles wide, 1 inch deep.
And somebody like, oh, do you have anybody who wants me? I got tons of people. So it's gonna get to the right places, and even the spots that had it before, they're going to be able to present it in the right way, in the right fashion, and the tobacco's mature. We haven't stopped growing the tobacco; it just hasn't gone into a cigar. So it's going to be a really fun thing to see later in the year. But right now, this is the only way it's available.
Man, well, thank you for bringing it. I truly appreciate it. It is definitely special.
I know I've heard about this cigar. I mean, over the years, I've been smoking LFD for a large number of years, and I've heard about the LG, but I've never been able to find it. And now I'm like, I need to go out there. I may sneak out and go and pick up a pack before they're all gone, because I want to have that. I love my Puro cigars, and all of us that's been smoking cigars for a while, we've all smoked the Opus X, which is the most well-known Dominican Puro. But I'm excited about trying this one, especially after hearing about what you've been pairing it with.
So in the last, I'd say probably like 16 months. I've really got into like grower champagnes. So like grower champagnes, if people aren't familiar, it's grapes from Champagne in France that are from one farm. Now there's a lot of growers over there that grow grapes for like Dom Perignon, things like that. But you can get, I'm not saying it's cheap, but you can get grower champagnes for like 150, 160 bucks. Where Dom's like 400, 300, the Rosé is like 600, 700. So there's these grower champagnes that are just phenomenal, where you're really getting to taste the flavor profile from their farm. And this is the concept behind Puros. That's the concept behind Opus. That's the concept behind LG. And I think the Dominican really represented in the forefront by Fuente really presents the grower cigar in the best way. And then you take a company like us who is very limited in production. We only make what we make. And then you take that and then provide a grower cigar. That's kind of how I describe it. This is a grower's cigar. This is not going into anything else. These tobaccos are going straight into LG. They're not being in other brands. We don't make other brands anyway. But Fuente, I'm telling you, really was like the beginner of grower cigars, and grower champagnes have become crazy popular. So it's not a coincidence to me. Like, at the same time, I'm excited for the LG to come back too. I get to have it occasionally. I have some, but to have it come back when I'm in that stage where I'm trying to find as authentic as possible is a cool thing.
Yeah. And on that point, that concludes the segment of us actually talking about good quality content. Now we're on to Cigar Talk Live, which is just bullshit. Okay, this is getting real uncomfortable talking real educational content. You should have got a ticket. Tough shit to all of you. You don't get that. But I'll tell you what you do get. You can hear us blab. JD, I will talk to you about Hellcat wrangling until we're all blue in the face and everyone's sleeping for another time.
Which, by the way, he'll be here July 5th, so maybe we hold that conversation till then.
And maybe at that point I will own a Hellcat that I could take you for a little drive in.
They're not even making them anymore, right? So you're going to have to get
They
old
are.
ones.
They are making them.
I thought they said they were done.
Well, they're done making the manuals. That's what I said. You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Because they came out and pretended like they were just done.
No, they're still making the Hellcats. They're actually making they're doubling down. Dodge they've made their announcement they will never make an EV, which I appreciate. But that never is a rough thing to say, right?
It's a dirty
lie. Yeah. But with that, I want to get into a little bit of the Judgment Zone nice and early. Right? I want to
Let's do it.
I want to toss out every week we talk about the big three. This is just going to be an ensemble of different.
Hey, who the hell do you want me to judge? I'm down.
No. They're all judging you.
They're judging me.
Oh, yeah. No, everyone out there is
Then I
judging
need to
us.
see this, and I'll judge him back.
Hey, they will give their answers as well. Make sure to give your answers so he can judge you back, and we can have this nice, healthy
This is awesome.
Judgment
This
Zone.
is great.
And
Am I going to be judged, or is this just judging?
you have been judged since this camera went on, Graybeard.
I have been judged since the camera been on.
Give
but
me-
that's good. That is very good. It means you're part of it.
This is so I'm family now.
Oh,
I mean-
if you're sitting at this table, you're family.
Hell yes. All
Give
right.
me your best judgment. I'll take all your judgment, Dave. Give it to me.
Okay.
I want it.
So we ask a series of 3 questions. Tonight
me
is
or
going to
them?
have to you.
Okay.
These guys already have a pretty firm idea as to where everyone's between Adrian and myself where we stand. But we ask it to each one of our guests. There are 3 very, very important character judging questions that we talk about. And Brian Mcgee is sounding off saying you are the second best griller ever to Brian Mcgee.
Brian McGee
That
can
says a
can
lot.
friggin' suck it. All right?
I had his armadillo eggs. I'd suck on those things. Those
Oh
are
my
delicious.
God. Armadillo eggs?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so can we judge?
Brian
judge
McGee
the
gives
viewers
himself.
too?
Oh yes, please
I'm
put in your
judging
answers
him right
to
now.
this.
Brian McGee gives himself awards and trophies and things. He has like 2 self-proclaimed belts. I think he won another one that he bought this week too.
He just bought
He's
belts.
bought himself another championship.
No bad ideas here. Chris Coulter, what's happening? Chris is in.
Hey, Chris, good to hear from you. See you. I can't see you. Your ass needs to be up here, not in Arizona.
Amen.
Yeah.
The first question, very important. Adrian, why don't you toss this one out there? I don't know which
Yeah,
direction you're
I'm
going.
gonna
This is
go
to me.
And
with
this
my
is
favorite.
this is scale 1 to 10.
1 to 10. And just know that these
To me.
to y'all.
One, oh, always
To
1
us,
to 10. All
to
right,
us.
perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
we'll
perfect.
ask.
If you want to know where we stand, he'll tell you.
I'll tell you after. So, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, are you a believer? Scale from 1 to 10.
So for me,
1 to 10.
This is not a long
So I
drawn
can't
answer.
expl-
It's
I can't
one to
explain
10.
it.
No.
Yeah, pick a number.
one not believing, 1.
Right here. Because
Where are you at, Graybeard?
I'm a 0.
Yeah, I'm a 1.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to have to go with probably with a 2, just because I've come from the camp that I can't know everything.
I thought we weren't supposed to explain these things, Dave. Just give a number. I have to give a number.
Okay,
I
now we hop into it.
I never follow the rules. Just because I told you had to didn't mean that I do.
This is not fair.
Okay, so you don't believe you don't know everything.
I don't know everything, so there's a possibility. So that's why I'm going with a number
There's
2.
a reason I'm giving a 1. I'm not saying it's not out there. I'm just saying it's some dude who decided not to shave and clean and live in the woods. By the way,
Valid.
Yeah.
Sasquatch is never seen in like these really crazy areas. It's not like in Yosemite National Park with there's bears and stuff. Like they're in these areas like, oh, I saw Sasquatch in this really nice area where there's a nice, beautiful lake.
Yeah,
There's
great parking
fruit all
lot.
around. They got
That's a good
strawberries
point.
growing in the
When have
ground.
you ever seen,
And it's like in Minnesota.
What about the beach?
Yeah.
I've never
And
seen
by the
like
way,
a beach Bigfoot.
Yeah, and if he was in Minnesota, he would need to have body. You try not shaving and sitting outside, your hair is going to grow.
And with
point.
technology
True.
these days, I mean, with cameras
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the lenses, I mean, you
Yeah.
would think that somebody
Yeah.
would be able to get a nice, clear picture if there was one.
Yeah, they're just people that have on hairy suits or that just have hair and refuse to shower, and
I
that's
think
it.
I think you're making your way through the Judgment Zone question 1 pretty darn nice.
Are you there? What do you think?
What was your answer?
The more we do this show, the lower my number goes.
So what was it at the start?
When I wasn't thinking, when I didn't actually have however many of these we've actually thought about, I'd say that I would probably be, you can't call it a 5, so I would say like maybe a 6, that there's an undiscovered animal of some sort living in the woods, whether it's Bigfoot, whether it's 7 foot tall or it's 4 foot tall. There was something out there that we haven't seen. But the more and more that we talk about it, the lower and lower my number goes.
So what's the number?
Yeah.
I call it a 2.
Okay.
I call it a 2. I would be enthralled if someone pulled back a body. But the reality of the situation is it ain't going to happen.
Right. And so this is coming from the conversations that we had with another private member, Mark McClurkin. We love you, but he's a self-proclaimed
He's watching.
Bigfoot hunter. He's got property in Oklahoma where he goes every year, multiple times throughout the year, to do bear hunting. And while he's there, he has recordings videos of Bigfoot.
Have you seen him?
I haven't. We've heard the audio pieces of it. I don't think I've seen
The
video.
audio?
I haven't seen
got
video.
audio?
What's he saving it for, the Discovery Channel?
I don't know. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Here's the real problem, John. This is someone who I would gladly just trust with my family.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I have with it. Is he is a stand-up human being that does what he says what he does.
He's a staple.
I'm going to tell you, man, I've heard that so many times, and that's why divorce lawyers exist. So, I mean, come on.
Amen.
Come on.
All right.
Amen.
Guilty, innocent until proven guilty. I appreciate that side of it, though.
Yep.
Show the video. What's his name? Mark. Mark. Show the videos. Right?
I want to
Bring
hear
the body.
the audio. I mean, what does Bigfoot sound like?
Go ahead and just. If
We
doesn't
know
let
what a
us share
fox
this,
sounds
but
like. What does a Bigfoot sound
Yeah.
like?
What does Bigfoot sound like?
I'll tell you what, Mark. If you're watching right now and you can just go ahead and attach that or give me a Google Drive, I will put that on for everyone to listen to. We'll listen to it live on air. I'll figure out how to
Brian
do that.
Mcgee is out of control right now.
He is a Bigfoot.
He says,
You know
he
what?
Is a Bigfoot.
I'm about a 10 now because McGee is the
He
shaved
says I'm a
Bigfoot.
bad loser.
But
He goes,
does
if
that
it
mean
was
Bigfoot-
real, the NBA would have drafted him by now.
If
Brian-
Bigfoot can cook like Brian, I'm in. I'll be a 10.
By the way, if Bigfoot could cook like Brian, we'd all be giving ones because it's not real.
Hold on a second. If Brian is Bigfoot, does that mean Bigfoot's a vegetarian?
Well, I mean, you got to expand on that,
salads,
Graybeard.
Well, I mean, Brian is a great cook, but he's
I'll
a
say
vegetarian.
I'll say
He's a
something.
vegetarian?
No, he's not. Our friend Jeff
That's a huge
Griner up in
running joke with
Oklahoma
Brian.
started.
Yes.
It's hilarious. And then John D. Oliver from Roma Craft carried it on. It's the one
Yeah.
thing I love Brian. I'm going to bust his balls. And when I bust Brian's balls, I make it personal. They want to call him a vegetarian. The guy doesn't. He's obviously not a
He's
vegetarian.
not a vegetarian.
Obviously doesn't watch what he eats.
But
He
it's
ate a salad once. Someone took
it's
a
been
picture.
Brian goes, that hurt. Perfect. Mission accomplished.
We're now entering our next segment of just running down the people we truly respect. Brian McGee is
Let's
on.
destroy the,
Go ahead
the
and just-
respectful viewers.
Just if you want us to roast you, just put a little thumbs up or give us a little high five, and we will roast you. Otherwise, we're just gonna start picking names. So that's how we're gonna do it. So well done, past first. I think everyone
So
is.
what do we say? 0, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
So that's like we're at like an average of 1.
I think that's
So-
where it would be.
But with the zero here, that kind of indicates that he knows absolutely, as a matter of fact, that there is absolutely no Bigfoot whatsoever. There's no room for him to be wrong.
Correct.
Is that correct?
In my opinion, yes.
In your opinion?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Adrian's a non-believer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move to number 2, and actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna stick with the traditional 3, just so we can change it up for people who are watching.
Yep.
And it's a little bit more of a trivial. I don't know if it's necessarily trivial, but it's not quite as hard hitting as the first one. You know.
Okay.
The second one, which I thought of today when I'm driving, listening to music I can't get sick of, I thought, all right, this will help us understand who they are.
Was it mariachis?
It was Gypsy Kings, motherfucker.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Oh shit!
Somebody
Mark
wants to get
McClurkin
roasted?
tunes in. He says, "I'll fix that non-believer shit. Please send me via text the audio recordings."
By the way,
because that would
how
be a blast.
long have you been talking to this guy Mark about this?
Years.
About 5 years.
Yeah.
How long have we been in business?
So you've been talking to him about it for years, and all of a sudden tonight he's ready to give the evidence.
No, I mean he'll.
Oh no, he's forthright.
Oh
with
yeah.
it. He might be in the car driving
So
up
have
here.
you seen it?
He may have, but
But he may have. Have you seen it?
No, I have
So
not.
he hasn't been forthright. Have you seen it?
Squatch?
Yeah.
I've just seen McGee's.
You just gave it a 2.
I've seen
So
McGee.
apparently you haven't seen Mark's evidence.
No. I haven't.
have you
I haven't
heard it?
seen any of it.
Have you heard
I haven't
the
seen
audio?
it. I haven't heard any of
I've
it.
heard the audio. Yeah.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
You know what?
mean-
My watch tracks my sleeping. I've heard of Sasquatch every night with my snoring. But I'm not allowed to go to sleep
should
till my
ask your
wife
wife.
goes to sleep.
I'd ask
She
your
does
wife
not
to be a
let.
six.
Yeah, she's like she will
should
not
be
let
the
me go to
10.
sleep until she's asleep.
Question 2.
I've heard that before.
If you could only listen to one band, one musician forever, no one else, who do you listen to?
Shit.
You guys go first, and I got the
Yeah.
right answer.
I'm for sure. This is super unfair because I've been thinking about
I got
this
the
all
right,
day.
but I have the right answer.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
I would be surprised if if anybody here has ever heard of this group.
I could have thought that was the direction you were going to go with the preface to that, but go ahead.
So this band is out of Boulder, Colorado.
Next.
And they're Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
Big Head a jam band?
Huh? Big Head Todd and the Monsters. They are a cross. I mean, if you can come up with a cross between Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan from the Fabulous Thunderbirds, and have that be a style of music, and that's Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
You know what's funny is I saw them at Red Rocks with 311.
Oh, so I saw.
I was just gonna say when he said the name, I was like, man, that sounds like a group that would tour with 311. 311's based. They're from Omaha, Nebraska.
I know.
No shit?
I know. My older brother. So when
I
we
would
get
have never thought that.
when we get to the other question, I'll tell you the story on that.
That's awesome. I'm glad you said it.
I'll tell you a
The first
story.
thing that popped in my head was 311 when he said that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yes, I know who you're talking about.
Big Head Todd and the Monsters. I went down to Austin back in February to see them in concert. They were playing at Austin City Limits, and while we were there, we were hitting up a bunch of distilleries, and we hit a couple of wineries and such, and went and saw them. It's the third time I've seen them, and one of my favorite bands. So I could listen to them all day long, every day for the rest of my life.
That's cool. Adrian, who's yours?
I'll go old school Chicago.
Okay.
Okay. Is that nostalgia talking, or is that?
It's a lot of nostalgia for sure, and it's like if Saturday in the Park comes on, it's volume up.
Now, is that Chicago Peter Cetera or Chicago without Peter Cetera?
Peter Cetera.
All right.
All
Cheers
right.
to that.
All right.
Cheers to that.
All right.
Salute.
John, where are you at?
You want me to go now? Or you want me to go last? Because
I feel like you want to go
I
last.
told you I had the right answer. Though.
All right. I'll let you go because I know you're gonna have a good
I'll
one.
go
I
ahead.
have faith.
So I want you to go because I have
Yeah.
I have the right answer. You go first.
I'm saying the Black Keys.
Ah, that's good.
The Black Keys.
Black Keys?
Good variety.
Does that-
Doesn't get old.
Does that involve Dan Auerbach's solo stuff? that you get to
Including
listen
the
to?
Arcs.
So you get to listen to his solo stuff? or
I will
you
listen
just-
to the Arcs and the Black Keys.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, it's. I'm gonna go with that.
well, besides the beautiful music of Mark McLaren talking about Sasquatch, which would be incredible to listen to because that's violently entertaining.
Which I am definitely calling you
Yeah.
McLaren from here on out because that is a cool name.
McLaren, that's
McClurkin.
beautiful. It's McLaren.
The Eagles, man, I hate the Eagles,
They
man.
misspelled it. Metallica is what you'd listen to for the rest of your life if you were a real human being.
My wife would totally
Metallica.
agree with you on
Metallica.
that.
They have everything. They have it all. They have it all. Heavy. They got slow. They got it all.
Okay.
I don't hate
Albums. They do covers. They did covers.
I don't
They
hate
did the
that,
Garage Incorporated.
Oh yeah, that's actually
Yeah, Metallica.
pretty valid.
That's
Pretty valid.
Any era of Metallica or?
Well, no, I mean it was just one band forever. You got every
I know,
era.
I know, but
point.
Metallica's music did kind of shift a little bit, which a lot of Metallica.
Well, they started
fans
playing. They started
were
playing
pissed
like
off.
drop D like 5-6 years ago. They changed the beat, but I'm
I-
saying you got the whole thing.
I-
What do you guys think? What is your band
I
that you
can't
listen to
disagree.
forever?
And I
William
can't
can't disagree
with
either.
them.
No,
Brian McGee is all in on that, even though I friggin' downloaded on him on a friggin' live show. He's agreeing with me after I just tried to destroy him.
I'm curious what Brian McGee's answer is.
I think he said.
Oh,
I think
Queen?
he's on Metallica though.
No, he mentioned
He
Queen.
said
Queen?
He agrees with you, but his band is Queen.
That kid.
Not
That kid.
surprising.
How many times can you sing Bohemian Rhapsody?
Exactly right.
It's like what you're gonna go Killer Queen. You're
Or you
gonna
can
go
listen to
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Radio Gaga on
oh
the
yeah,
beat.
We're the
great. Oh,
champions.
beautiful.
That's cool.
The
One time.
14th time fat bottom girls comes on, you're gonna blow your fucking head out.
McClurkin, if that's your statement,
Brian would just buy himself another championship belt and call it good.
Tiny Tim, Bigfoot Hunter wants to listen to Tiny Tim for the rest of his life.
I'll tell you. Up next week, Mark McClurkin, will you please join us because that is awesome.
JD Mars, no.
McLaren.
That's a
Mark
fake-
McLaren.
Mark
I'm sorry to say your name incorrect. Millie Vanilli.
That's
All right, can we just
fake-
go to
fake
the next
news.
question?
Next question.
This is
JD,
uncomfortable.
you ruined it. We all had boners here until
we're,
now.
we're talking real music, not fake music.
True.
All right. Do you guys have a backup to that?
to Metallica?
Yeah. Do you have a backup? Because now you had
do.
you had it.
I do. I have a backup.
My backup would be Rush.
That's good.
Ooh.
Rush is good.
Ooh. Rush is really good.
And then I've got a third.
What's your third?
Dream Theater.
Okay.
Dude, that is such a good freaking answer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a great answer.
Dream Theater.
Incredible.
I mean, when you're talking
What a
industrial,
good answer.
when you're talking industrial perfection music, you've got Rush, and then you've got Dream Theater, which takes it into
And
the
one
metal.
song of one Dream Theater song would be like a half your life.
I know. I mean,
So you wouldn't have to put repeat.
Yes. Yes.
Dream Theater, Pull Me Under, and just the build up of
Híjole.
it, the drums, the guitars. It's unreal. I mean, they're such an underrated band, and so much longevity.
Okay. All right.
My backup is going to get my balls busted so hard.
What is it?
I'm going to say it. My favorite band of all time. If I include all the music from like a few members of the band, like if I could take 75% of the band, people would be okay with it. But I have to say it, Creed. I like Creed.
Creed. Okay.
Go ahead and put your balls up here. Put your balls up here. We're going to bust
But
them.
Mark Tremonti is a great guitarist, and he created the band Alter Bridge with Miles Kennedy as lead singer, and they're ridiculous and they're really good. Miles Kennedy sings with Slash. So if I can include, I would just say to give my balls back to me, I'll say Mark Tremonti.
Okay.
Anything with Mark Tremonti.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. We've got Guns N' Roses coming in. We've got Tool to run them all. Tool in concert. Is there a better? I can guarantee you've seen Tool live.
Metallica's great in concert. Tool's excellent.
Tool is excellent. Excellent.
Slipknot would be another one that would be
Yeah,
up
but
there.
it's just too much of the same thing.
You're right. You're right. They do have variety, but it's too far one direction.
Dream Theater is so album to album different.
Yes. A Dream Theater album to album different, but when you take, I don't know.
Tool and Dream Theater are so much on the same page with different styles because they're progressive rock.
Yes.
And progressive rock is telling a real ass story, and Tool's ridiculously good. Dream Theater, I think, is a little bit less mainstream as Tool, just slightly. But Dream Theater, I put them
Mcgee.
above it, man.
But when
McGee comes in with the Backstreet Boys. He knows he's lost this.
Okay.
He's lost the podcast.
Can you kick him off?
I can't kick him off.
He's trolling.
But
Another talking about bands that tell a story. Queensryche.
Yeah.
Jeff Tate's Queensryche. Come on.
Queensryche.
who's your
There-
backup, Adrian?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it while y'all were talking. My span of music.
It's Menudo.
No, maybe in the 80s, but
If he comes out with Rick Astley, we're done.
No, we're shutting this bitch off. George Strait says Tracy Mars. I'd leave JD's ass for him. That's his wife coming in saying she would leave him for George Strait. But you know what? Good on you.
yeah.
Isn't George Strait old?
Yeah, but you know how much money that dude's got?
I guess you know what? It might be better because you get it sooner, right?
I could have figured Sean Rat's backup would be Rammstein.
So he said
I would love to see them live,
Iron
though.
Maiden 1 and Rammstein 2nd.
He actually said Tool. So he was Tool to rule them all, and then, which I can't disagree with.
I can't disagree with Tool, but for me, Rammstein,
It's just two the same. Man.
it's the
same.
Yeah.
every
Not
single
enough
song
music.
is the same.
I thought he
chord
would have gone
progressions.
Pantera.
Pantera would be good.
I couldn't do that forever, though.
Dream Theater for me is such a good answer because the albums are so different. They had an album out like in the early 2000s, like a circus type thing.
Yeah.
It was, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I bought it. And it was amazing. And the whole thing was like themed. All of their music is so themed. You could jump through so many things. It's incredible. By the way, have any of you ever heard of Dragon Force?
Yes.
No.
All right, I saw them live.
Oh, really?
It was awesome. Not anywhere near my top, but what a ridiculous hair metal van. They had guitar. Dave, now that the way you responded to that, I wish you were there for it. It was absolutely, they were the headliner. It was amazing.
One of the craziest concerts I ever went to, and it was down at.
Please tell me it's Andrew WK.
No. So my ex-wife and I, we were at this venue down in downtown Dallas, and we were eating House of Blues.
Yep.
The venue, and we were eating, and it was like, okay, let's go to the concert. And we looked up, and I'm not going to tell you the band just yet. So we looked up the band, didn't know anything about it, bought tickets, went in, And we're sitting back at the back, have our drinks, and all of a sudden these couple of guys, a couple of couples came up next to us and said, hey, can we join you guys until the band starts? And we're like, sure. And these guys are dressed up in monk outfits. I mean, and they've got the full big old huge ankh necklaces and such. And this band comes out, and they're like going, oh, hell yeah, fucking yeah, let's do this. And they're down.
It's not very monkish of you.
Mosh pit down at the front. And the band was the Pogues, an Irish punk rock band.
Okay, I don't know that.
I love how he took the band name away from us. And when he got to the climax and told us all of us were like, okay.
Okay, so
Okay, no one knows who it is.
and we
Do
didn't
you know who it is? The Pogues?
No.
Why the hell would we know any of
They're an
that?
Irish punk rock band. They don't have a lead guitarist. It's like 11-piece band. They have a lead accordion player.
11 piece?
Yeah, no. You've lost me here.
You've got now definitely not one of my top 5 bands or top 100 bands, but just such a unique concert where you've got to take
Adrian,
check them
please
out.
help us. Will you please?
Next
What's your
question.
backup?
NWA.
NWA. All right.
NWA. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the original members. Even
I like
though-
that.
Does that count as a band?
Group?
No, band.
No, it's a group.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
that. I think that still flies.
Yeah, it works.
I'm sitting over here thinking, I'm going, all right, if I'm stuck, my life sucks because I can only listen to one band forever. I might as well have a band that has good music, but also tells me my life isn't that bad. And I would go Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Fleetwood Mac.
good. That's
Right,
good.
I mean,
It's
they've
good.
got
They
some
sound
good
and they
music,
sound really
but-
good on vinyl. They got a lot of occasions you can listen to.
With the Rumors album is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
And watching Lindsey Buckingham play live
Yeah.
is just phenomenal. When he's got the magic fingers and
He's
he's
good
Does he
going on
play
the solo-
12 string?
No, he plays a 6-string, but
Okay.
all 5 fingers are picking him. He's just
Yeah. That's a good answer.
incredible. That's a good answer.
That's better than the Pogue.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't know. It's-
I didn't
I'm
say
glad
the
you
Pogue
said
was
it.
a good answer. I said they were unique.
Chris Coulter's trying to go to Maynard's Winery when he's out there. That would be a cool place to go. Go to Maynard's Winery.
Brian's still answering questions. I've been trying to insult him enough to get off here, but I guess he's still here.
JD, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. My buddy Alex in San Antonio, he actually partied with Andrew WK.
Oh my God,
a couple
that's
of times
crazy.
back in the day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, that's a concert I wish I'd got to go to because the guy literally just goes crazy, insane
Yeah.
on stage. And anyone that's ever been's been nuts. The Dragon Force concert I went to was House of Blues in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the reason we went was my buddy that took us was an Andrew WK fan. And he's like, this is the next best thing I can get to Andrew WK without him. And they just, I mean, their hair is all over the place. It was crazy. But yeah, WK, wow.
JD Mars
Yeah,
is
that's
coming
an
in
animal.
saying, this is Texas, bitches. No one has red dirt band. Yeah, that's right, because we live in civilization in a real functioning
I mean,
city.
yeah, give me some South Texas country. I'm in.
All right.
I
He's
mean,
close.
but, you know.
He's closer to like in Banda over there. He's from El Paso.
I mean, no.
All right, can we move to the next one, please? Because this is really
The only
moving.
things I can think about now are insulting. so we got to go to the next question
Yeah,
before I actually say them.
And some of the comments that came in they were just people thinking of more obscure bands.
And by when I mean insulting, it's not towards Brian where I can get away with it. I love Brian and everybody knows it and Brian knows it, so I can insult him as much as I want. He can insult me back. We're all good. I was just going to insult Adrian in a really bad way, so we need to move. We need to pivot.
All right, next
Sounds like it
question.
was going to get racial. Go ahead, Adrian. Take it to the next one.
Next judgment question comes in the line of UFOs. Do you believe in UFOs? Yes or no? 1 to 10.
I wish I could ask questions. I'm trying to answer
Yeah,
these
no,
things.
you can ask it. You can ask a
you
follow-up.
mean UFOs in terms of like alien UFOs? Or you mean just unidentified flying objects that we just
No,
define?
alien.
Aliens.
Maybe not.
Aliens.
Maybe not piloted, but alien powered crafts.
Whew, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna load this up real quick. I'm gonna make it fast. I'm gonna go 5, right in the middle.
Can't go 5. Doesn't work. You have to go 4 or 6.
That's like too much in the
I'm
middle.
4.9
Okay, that's good. That's close enough.
because I think
That's basically
I would be
6-1.
very naive with how vast the universe is that there isn't something there. But I'm going to tell you, the reason I'm going 4x9, is because whatever that something is, ain't here.
It is not interested in us.
Here. It is not here. If it is, there's no freaking way.
Give us a thumbs
It's
up
just
or a
not
thumbs
here.
down if you agree.
4.9. Yes, it might exist, but if it does, it definitely doesn't exist right
Yeah.
here, and it's nowhere near being able to get here.
Graybeard's pulling on his
Yeah.
beard right now. He's got an answer.
Well, which guy's going to be a 9.9? I wonder which one.
Now, my son would be at 9.9. My son is definitely no. My son would be a full blown out 10.
Well, I'm telling you, I think there's unidentified objects that we can't identify.
Yeah. Well, see,
They're
that's-
identifiable by some. I've seen drones that can go like 1,000 feet in like 0.1 second.
That's why I'm glad you clarified that instead of me having to clarify the question. So
Yeah.
for me, I'm
Brian Mcgee, I love you.
I'm kind of thinking along the same lines of where you are here, but I'm going to go with just a straight out 4 on that.
Nice.
Straight 4.
Yeah,
straight
you're,
4.
You're running Heineken 0.0 over there.
Yeah.
Matt, you're just a non-believer. Period.
Yeah, I mean, to the same point.
Just show me.
With all the technology that we have, F-18s, multi-million-dollar aircraft up in the air.
Not just multi, man. Like we're talking like
Multi-billion.
$10 billion.
Yeah, and then so with that type of technology, I mean, in our pockets we have 4K cameras, right? And we can take some super clean footage of Sasquatch, whatever, and tell me you can't with that technology up in space?
So are you thinking that bank robberies don't exist either? Because bank robberies don't have good footage either.
That's a good. Hey, didn't you post something up about some shooting thing today?
I did. That was clear. That was clear footage.
That was
for
actually
sure.
pretty clear.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Wasn't 4K
That was
though.
Vivint cameras.
Yeah, you can see what's
yeah.
happening in that valid
Yes.
point.
All right, Brandon. So what are you?
All right, so I'm going to go just in the universe. If we speak universally, are there intelligent life forms that are capable?
We'd be naive to think not.
I'm going way up.
Yeah, gotta be right.
Going
Gotta
way
be
up.
something.
Are they here?
If you
I'd
believe,
be a 6.
I'm not. I am interrupting actually.
Yeah, no,
but-
you are. But continue.
I mean, if you're a Christian and believe in heaven, you believe in higher life forms. So, like I am, so I believe in higher life forms, and that would be defined necessarily as alien. No, I'm just saying on that level. So Christians that want to say, "Oh no, you believe in a higher life form, whether it's defined as alien or whatever, there's a higher life form." There's got to be, because if there isn't, that's not real, and I believe there is, and I have a lot of faith in that.
Yep.
So that's a thing. So you got to have that a little bit.
That's a 5.1.
You know, as a Christian as well, and you know, many Christians would come back and
just said redheads.
Yeah, he knows.
many Christians would come back and say, well, if there was alien life form, then the Bible would state so. But you know, my counter to that is that there's so much that we don't know.
God's
how
pretty alien, honestly. Like somebody got resurrected and this and that. That's pretty.
He would be an alien,
That's
technically.
pretty foreign. Yeah, he's not from Earth. So I mean, I would say we would be naive to think there's not something.
Yep, I think we're all in the same ballpark there.
Yeah, I would think so.
But I think all that shit that's flying in the air and stuff, that's all stupid stuff that we don't know about. Projects that I've watched videos that have been released by non-government where these people have friggin' drones that can travel. Carney's cooking is alien.
I'm glad you can see the comments coming in.
Brian,
What's up, Beer Grills?
Brian, I hate you. I hate you, Brian.
You're getting beer. I'm glad you're here because you're getting into the good stuff now.
Whatever. But yeah, no, this drones and things that can move around. Brian, I hate you. You're mean and nasty, Brian. You're mean and nasty.
So this is Cigar Talk Live. This is our weekly get-together where we unfortunately spoke for like 14 minutes about good content, and then the rest is just you bullshitting with us, and we appreciate that. Brian Mcgee, I do sense a Carney Mcgee cook-off coming to ICC.
Well, just shut his ass up. I'm done with it.
I think we need to have that cook-off.
Yeah, I think so. And
I think-
let everyone else judge.
So we can microwave
let's-
steak.
Let's take it to the next level and let's see where their skills really are and do a cook-off, and they have to pair the cigars that marry up those flavors.
that's gonna be so
perfectly.
easy, though.
Well, I'll
No,
bust
no.
Brian's balls, but I'm not going to give Crown Heads a hard time just because he works for him.
Oh, that was so
Brian's in.
well played.
He's in.
Well played. Let's do it. I think that's going to be awesome. Marty, you are also joining at the right time. JD Mars, first annual ICC Smokeathon coming to the lounge.
We've never done that.
No, we talked about it.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it.
We've been talking. So
There's so
we
many
walked
things
before
we've
we
talked
run. I
about
know.
for a while.
First step is done.
Besides introducing new salespeople to your father, we've had a lot of discussions that have translated down through the amount of emails we've all been copied onto each other the last 3.5 years has been epic.
It has been, yeah. I mean, it was, I believe about 6 months ago, I believed in aliens more than I believed that this was going to happen. So
I just hope that it's lived up to your expectations.
Oh, it truly. Oh, it's been awesome. I'm so happy you're here.
I'll give that a 9. I'll give that a 9.9.
I'll go 999. It's going right. So
I'm going to have to give this cigar right here a 9.9. The $4 cigar? Seriously?
It's not $4. You're not supposed to say that.
you paid $4. That's why you should be at an
It's
ICC
the only
event.
time I hope nobody's watching is what you just said. Yeah. It's not even close to that.
We
No,
should have
it's
just
not.
smoked it.
This is a damn good cigar.
Oh,
I just hope we're on at $4 so we can charge what they're supposed to.
exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
But, by the way, how long has he been over there?
Holy shit, Bear Grylls.
Whole time.
The Carnegie Hall cook-off.
Oh, yes.
Did he just
Yeah.
Take a screenshot of that one.
that is the comment of the show.
Well,
But you need to
I'm
screenshot
down. I'm down for that as long as Crown Heads will make us some fun hats.
Their hat game is
Dude,
solid.
it's ignorant. Every week, I feel like there's another hat that's posted up that I'm like, why the hell do I don't have one?
You know how expensive it is to make hats?
The ones they're making, I know exactly how expensive they are.
But if you're going to do it, you got to bring Luciano in as well. That way there's a wine sommelier versus a wine sommelier, too.
Okay, so let's just talk aliens here for a second, Luciano, right? I think Luciano is proof that they're here. That guy is.
When I was bald and a little smaller, I kind of had a Luciano look to me, I think. But now I look at him, this bald, he's very alien. He's got a lot of alien in him.
And just his palate and the way he explains everything, and that it's fascinating. There are no humans on the planet that are as fascinating as him.
I would have to agree with that. His wealth of knowledge is just.
Well, he's one of those guys, and I don't mean this, again, I preface this because I don't want people to take it negatively, but I'm much bigger than him anyway, so it's not a big deal. But he might have people that can kill me. But he's one of those guys that knows a lot about a lot of things, which is really fun. So we were on a fishing trip together. And
You're talking Luciano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not Brian. Fuck Brian.
There you go. There you go.
No, I'm just kidding, Brian. I love you. I know you love. You know I love Brian.
Don't backtrack
you know
now.
I love you.
Yeah. Keep it.
But yeah, he just knows a lot about everything. He's got a lot of irons in the fire, and he's one of those type of guys that really feeds off having a lot of things going on, which is fun because those type of guys also have chaos. Like literally, I'm sitting with Luciano and we're fishing, doing this. He's got his wife calling him. He's got this person calling him. He's got that guy calling him. It wasn't like there's crazy business things going on. It was just crazy, stupid shit that he had to deal with. And I'm like, dude, in my head, I'm like, this guy just loves chaos. Another guy in the business is Clay Roberts. I never met Clay Roberts.
No.
He's with La Polina, but he's jumped around. He was from the entertainment business before.
Was he with Cigar Journal for a bit?
No. That was the guy that's a coffee company.
Yeah.
Not a different
sorry
guy.
to derail.
So Clay was from the entertainment business. He's still involved in it, but there was a show that he had for a short period of time. It was a pilot on Discovery Channel. It was called Point Man, and Clay's a really close friend of mine, and he's down with La Polina, and he does a lot of different things all over the place. But the guy just loves chaos, man. Like, whenever I met him, we travel somewhere, and I'd have like this perfect trip. It was like the flight was good, everything was perfect. Clay would have the biggest disaster because for some reason he picked to fly through like Canada to get to like Australia. But he took like 10 stops because I thought that was was the easiest way to get there.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why the same thing with like Luciano, only on a different level. Like Luciano is like, I feel like he picks things because he wants to have a little bit of chaos in his life, and just a little bit. That's what gets him going.
Beer, when Luciano gets to your lounge, please tell him that ICC says hello and send our love, please.
Yes.
Please. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it. If you haven't met him, buckle up because it's. Ask him to tell you about the three ladies. Just tell him ICC told you to ask him about the three ladies of the tobacco leaf. That's a good one.
That's a good one. And if you have a piano, or if you can get a piano or keyboard, get that out there.
If
and
you have a
him-
piano, yeah, it's the center point of CI in San Antonio is a piano.
Well, I can play piano.
he can play piano too.
I can too.
Well, good.
Good.
So we'll bring him up, and it'll be a Brian Mcgee, Carney cook-off, Luciano.
Carnegie. That is so.
Yeah.
Well, wine tasting off and piano competition. It's a big event.
Look, I know McGee, and I'm not willing to. I'm about a 0.9 on the fact that McGee knows how to play the piano.
I don't know that McGee knows how to play the piano, but I know that Luciano does.
Doesn't mean he won't try. All right, so question.
Is there
The next question.
Yeah, next question.
Number 4.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Jonathan kind of touched on it, but we don't talk religion here. But and
That's
at least
Crown
we
Head Spirit
haven't.
Girls.
But Ghost. Where do you stand on Ghost?
Oh, hell yeah. 9, not 10.
Oh.
10.
Oh,
okay,
so
yeah.
that sounds like you've had an experience.
No, I haven't had experience, but 10, 100%.
Ghosts
Okay.
as in apparitions.
Yeah, 100%. 10, 10.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
You know what? Never had experience, don't expect to have one. Definitely a 10.
We'll come back to your story, David.
But I don't really have a story. It's just 10.
I'm going to have to go. I'm going
gotta
to
be a
have to
story.
go 10 as well, and I've got a story behind it as well.
Go. Yeah. Story time. Story
All
time.
right, so
love you, Brian.
took the kids on a vacation, and we went to Estes Park, and we were.
Oh,
at-
what? You went to the Stanley Hotel?
We went to the Stanley Hotel, and the kids.
Fake news.
The kids did the haunted tour with the camera.
Oh, so
And-
ghosts exist because somebody got paid to show them to you.
Yeah, they paid for the tour.
No,
and somehow the kids on a
Now they
ghost tour
believe,
just
yeah.
happened. The ghost happened to be there between 7 and 9.
Hey, I saw, and the only reason why I'm going big on this one is because having looked at the pictures.
Because I'm so deep and I can't go back.
Yeah, I paid $414 for this fucking tour.
I've had people that got married before to people they shouldn't have been married to. Trust
All
me,
right,
there's always a way back.
Do you want to hear the
No,
story, or do you want to give me shit?
Both.
Okay.
We'll listen to the story.
Listen to the rest of the
Fake
story.
story, Brian McGee says at the beginning.
Oh, kiss my ass, Brian.
2 against now. Brian, hey, you're getting enemies, bro. Continue the story.
Bring it in. Bring it in the comments.
In the photos afterwards, saw these orbs floating around the kids' heads, and that's it's like, okay, this is looking
Okay,
pretty real.
hold it. I've got that. Okay.
As a photographer, a
Yes.
videographer,
I have.
what are orbs?
Okay, so
this?
here's the thing: is the Stanley Hotel the dustiest building I've ever been to?
No.
Look at all. There's 37 orbs.
Those are male orbs. He's talking about female orbs, and it is the dustiest place on earth in the Stanley Hotel. We're busting your balls,
I know,
rightfully so.
but that's fine. I mean,
The guy that said 10 on ghosts is giving the guy that's trying to prove ghosts a hard time. I'm sorry, Dave.
At
I
least
support
Now we're
you.
getting into cigar
at
talk.
least I got a story.
That's a good point.
I mean, what is yours based on?
Dave, I'm just a believer, okay?
You're just a believer.
I'm a believer. I have faith.
Okay. All right.
He's a believer.
So my point is,
No,
my point is,
You're gonna.
my point is, there's
His
definitely
point.
spirits. 100%. I believe in spirits.
And they don't work for the fucking Stanley Hotel.
They may or may not.
No.
They're probably collecting unemployment somewhere right now. But so I think there's spirits for sure. And I'd be naive to think there isn't, because if I believe in spiritual things, there's got to be, like, I believe in higher life forms, there's got to be higher life forms. We're not just singularly here. Our story's here. So I think they're there. I have been to a hotel before. There's the one in San Antonio. They have a bar in the restaurant called Ghost, and it's awesome. And
So that's why you believe, because there's a bar named Ghost.
yeah, it's official. It's
The 210s telling him that ghosts don't exist.
Dave, they pay taxes. Why are Dave and I arguing with each other?
No, keep going.
We both said 10. You both say 0.
No,
Dave, we got to team up, man. This is why people don't believe in ghosts, man.
All right, so Adrian, we can guess what you are. You're Heineken
I'm
00.
a 0. So I'm coming from the perspective of,
He's seen a demon baby, by the way.
and yeah, I mean, I was going to go back to the alien part, but going back to like ghosts and apparitions and stuff.
The Manger Hotel.
That's the hotel in San Antonio. Yeah. There's, this thing where you take your car to train tracks, you put powder in the back of your car, bumper, and then the car automatically just goes up. And then there's
Bullshit.
Yeah, oh, I agree.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they say put baby powder on the back.
Dave, you ever heard about that?
I have not heard about this.
Oh, it's nonsense. It's
Where are the
nonsense.
tens? And
Because the baby powder
This
is only
guy's telling
sticking
us
to the
about
area.
seances? All right.
I don't know what they are, but supposedly.
Cameron, bring the Ouija board.
Yeah.
No, leave it out there.
Let's summon a demon right now and figure this shit out.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't joke
So I'm
about
gonna tell
that.
you
My
something
wife's
really.
Catholic.
I know I'm gonna tell you something really funny. So, my wife, I know we don't talk about religion, so my wife's a freaking angel. She's a sweetheart. She's very religious. I am as well, but I take it to another level, and I take the I can beg for forgiveness thing very very seriously.
Sure.
So she's talking about, like, when we started dating, she's talking about like how important God, and she's very Christian and this and that, and other people watch other religions, and I appreciate that. But so I get to the house, man. It's like the second month we've been dating. She like invites me over to the house, and she's like, "Would you like a cheese board?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So she brings out a cheese board, and she brings a little cheese board, and she got this little tray with like fig jam in it, and it's this little porcelain thing, like a little porcelain plate, and it's a Ouija board. And I'm like, I go, "What is that?" She's like, it's like a Halloween thing. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's a Ouija board. We're about to summon a friggin' demon while I'm getting some fig jam. Like, this is a problem. And she's like, no, it's not like that. I go, no, it's like it is. Like, I go, I don't.
She knew what she was doing.
No, she had no idea what she was doing. She just thought it was like a funny like Halloween thing, and I'm like, this like summons demons, like if you're 6 and up. And I'm like, babe, like this is not something like that. This is like I can't put these two and two together.
No.
It was hilarious, man. She pulls that thing out, and I'm like, what is going on? The next morning, I'm like, we are definitely going to church.
Yeah, have to. You have to.
Praying the rosary, all
So,
that good
Brandon,
stuff.
what's yours?
Okay, so I'm high on the spectrum, and this is going to get back to our 311.
Do you want to argue with us about it though? Because the high people argue.
We will apparently. So it's interesting, and I don't want to bring anything down too far, but so I'm from Omaha, originally, and that's where 311 is from. And my older brother, Nick, he went to school with Nick Hexum. Nick Hexum is a lead singer for 311. Well, it's really interesting because in August of 2020 he passed away, and it was
I didn't know
obviously-
that.
Yeah,
He
so
died?
my
No
older
shit.
brother died in 2020, and we'll move forward, but it was really difficult as one would imagine. Well, his name was Nick is his name, and everything was 13, right? So we had these weird experiences happen. Like I was changing my oil, and a brand new pack of Newport Greens falls out of my engine bay into my hand. Weird. Okay, maybe my car sucked that up. I can write that off. But there were these things that just continued to happen. And there was a time when I was talking with my mom, and it would always hit me like a wave. I was sitting in the back here, where you'd just be strong, and then you get off the phone and like, okay, the wave hits. Okay,
tough.
then it's tough, right? So I'm sitting in the back, and I'm sitting next to Chuck Walls, and I get off the phone with my mom, and I feel the wave hit, and like I was having a conversation, the same pacing, right? As we're talking, and then you talk. I hang up the phone, and then the song "I'll Be Here a While" comes on by 311. Nick Hexum is telling me, "I'll be here a while. I ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll be here
Great
a while.
stuff.
Well, I'm like, Jesus, that's weird. And I looked at Chuck. I was like, it's kind of weird how my older brother's friend kind of comes on the speaker right now. And I look it up, and I look up the lyrics just kind of look at
So
it.
he was friends with the lead singer.
With Nick Hexum.
And your brother passed away.
My brother passed away.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then
That's not coincidence, man.
guess how many times they say "I'll be here a while," ain't going nowhere.
13 times.
13 times.
Shit.
It's like
Okay, so you're
okay. That's
It's not coincidence, man. It's
So-
aliens. It's whatever it is. It's all there.
we can make it whatever we can make
Yeah.
it, but for me that was it was an interesting experience, and especially when someone close passes and you have a dream. I've had that dream. Like all of those things happen when he passed. I was like, maybe it's not a ghost. He's not there hugging me, or he's not there floating around.
There's something.
But there's been enough for me that I've gone, there's something else, which
Yeah.
makes me a better person. You know, I live my life like there's something else.
Well, don't you want to live like there's something else? Like
I think so.
You know, I watch a lot of stuff. That's a great story, by the way. And by the way, I'm sure there's more things that pop up from time to time that you remember that by. But like, if you don't live for there's something else, whether there is or isn't, like I've always sat there, I'm like, wouldn't you rather live like there is and be wrong than live like there isn't and be wrong? That's the
Amen.
way I've looked at it, man.
Amen.
Like I've just been like, you know, it takes a whole lot more faith to believe there's nothing than it is to believe there's something, and then the outcome is so positive if there is, and if there isn't, then you don't know the difference anyway. So
I think
you
you're
gotta
right.
live that way.
I think you're right. I think we see that in our culture as well as religion and, you know, people going to church on Sunday. I'm not one of those guys, but I think as that goes away in our culture, I think you have a much more self-fulfilling culture.
Well, I just sit there and look, and this is not this. By the way, there's tons of religions, so this is not one focus. I made it clear what I am, but doesn't mean I'm not open to anything. I got political beliefs, and I support other people's beliefs that I don't believe in. But like, if there's
That's
nothing
right, Chris.
else going on, what are you living for? Like, if you live for nothing, or you're just living in the situation, yeah, you can live for your family or whatever. But like, if there's nothing else, then what is it? And even the people who are like the atheists is the one that get me the most.
They have the most faith of anybody.
Yeah, they
than any
have so
religions.
much faith that there's nothing. Like, I'm almost at the point where, like, I you know, I believe anything. Like, if I'm gonna come back as a tree, like, at least I'm gonna be a great damn tree when I come back.
So what kind of tree would you come back
Oh my
as?
God!
Question number 17.
I come back as a royal oak,
I would come back as
something hardwood.
I would come back as a cedar or red oak.
I would think you'd be more of a whispering willow type of fella. Classic
I got
wisdom. Like
So-
I
No,
could see you being much more of a whispering willow. Like,
Okay.
just put a hammock under me. We're just gonna hang out.
So I'm
for
gonna
a
tell
bit.
you, in New
That's
England,
it.
we call them weeping willows.
Oh well,
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
it must be different than the one I'm used to.
There's
Because
a weeping willow and there's a whispering willow.
Okay.
oh, thank you, because I thought for sure I was wrong. I was gonna lie my way through that one.
So he knows that he's a whispering willow.
So are you more of a whispering willow or a weeping willow?
I'd be more of a whispering willow.
I think so. I think so. Now that I know there are two.
I think
Be a cedar tree so I can come back and be a cigar box.
nice.
Pops is gonna be a cedar.
I'm gonna guess. Let's play. Can I make up a question? Mm-hmm. So let's play a game here. Let's just be real racial and guess what
This is a
type of
segment where we
tree.
get canceled.
What type of tree each of us would be? So everybody guesses for each person. So I'm gonna say for Adrian, he'd be an avocado tree.
Or like a mango. What are you just gonna pick the first Mexican fruit you can think of?
Or he'd be blue agave.
I like that.
They're
However,
beautiful plants.
there's a tree that doesn't grow here, mostly in South Texas, West Texas, the Mexican elder. Beautiful tree.
Beautiful
yeah.
tree.
It
Beautiful.
doesn't grow here.
I've seen
but-
it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when they grow old and they're just like, it's a beautiful tree. So that's a good question. I like that.
Yeah, it was a good one. That was
Beer
just
grills,
based off
well done.
appearance, because if you can't base things off people's appearance or who they are, like, what are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be belligerently obnoxious to somebody. I mean, I've saw you guys have. By the way, you say you don't talk about this stuff. You guys talk about this stuff. So, like, if you can't picture someone what they are, like, that's a wrong thing. Like, I ought to be able to look at you and have preconceived notions, but not be negative with them. Like, I think I just told you you're a beautiful blue agave.
Or avocado.
Or an avocado tree with delicious, tasty.
avocado.
Which your wife loves avocado toast.
She loves
so
it. She
I'm in.
loves it. She loves it.
Right. You say you want to be eaten by his wife?
We'd serve you daily at our house.
Well, let's not go there.
Wow. Wow.
Next
All right,
question.
so go ahead and go around the table and just look at everyone and
So
think what tree.
Dave, so what, as a group, what tree would Dave be? Like, just judging him
Yeah.
surely on his appearance.
I stick with the whispering willow.
All right. So,
really
Adrian,
good.
what tree?
That's what made me think about it. I mean, you
Mexican
already did it
elder.
before I asked the question.
No, what tree? What
You
do
don't get to
what
answer,
tree-
we get to
no,
answer
What
it.
tree do you think that I would be?
For you. I mean, just the description that we got for the whispering willow,
It's so good.
which I love. I love those. However, they, like every year, like when they, what do you call it? When they,
Blossom?
well, I mean, they
Bloom?
drop, when they drop all their leaves,
Yeah.
it creates a huge mess. But that's only
Okay.
downside to
Sent
those.
to Dave via a tree.
All right. So are you staying with Whispering Willow?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
love
so-
the look of them.
I don't know you well enough, so I'm going to go with what they said. I think that the reason I brought up this question was because of what Brandon said. He described it. That's what made me think. Let's base off of appearance here what it is. So I'm going to go Whispering Willow.
Mimosa hostilis. People are just Googling trees right now.
So let's hit before you guys hit me up because I'm going to give you what the answer. I'm going to give you the right answer. Let's say Brandon. What do you think he is?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you think I am? I've got a tree in mind of which one I would like to be.
You're like a ficus.
I would like to be.
You're like a ficus. Sits in the corner of the room. You don't know if it's real or
Never
not.
dies.
Never dies. There's always leaves.
And there's always a Mexican cleaning me up. Ale, my wife. Would you like me to clean the leaves on your ficus tree? That's me. Yeah, that's not bad, Carney.
I think ficus is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you think? What your son here? The ficus or what?
My son is a palm tree.
Same thing.
Palm tree.
Because
Close.
palm trees get their ass kicked in hurricanes because there's shit going on, and they still bounce back.
True.
Oh, I appreciate
Okay.
that. That's very nice.
Until
and
they
thoughtful
get
of
a
you.
fungus
They're
that's
tall,
untreatable
majestic,
and you
and
have to
beautiful.
cut it down.
Big old balls on it.
I mean, I don't know
massive,
about that,
massive,
but yeah.
massive
balls.
massive
No.
coconuts.
They kill locals.
That, by the way, that's such a dad comment, and you should be so
telling
proud of it. I'm actually glad he said it too.
It's always in the storm, so the thing's still standing when it's done.
Yeah, but he indirectly.
A lot of oak trees down.
What's a monkey puzzle tree, JD Mars?
Oh, God.
Feel free to
So
sign off.
yeah, look that one up. So while we're looking at monkey puzzle tree, what tree do you think I am?
Jesus H, JD.
No.
No, that doesn't make
I'm gonna
sense.
go palm tree or ficus for sure.
I like both of those.
A ficus I bought at Michael's at 30% off after the season.
Also, always on sale.
Always
I.
on sale. Healthy, by the way, very healthy looking.
See,
Very healthy.
The only
for
thing my wife
Brandon,
can't
Brandon, I would have gone more of like a live oak.
All right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to tell you what I am, so you guys don't have to do it.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Let's
You
just
can.
go. Let's just go
Well,
ahead
do
and
it, do
everyone
it, do it,
take
do
their
it, do it,
step.
do
The
it.
tree I would like to be is an aspen, by the way.
And okay.
Well, sometimes things don't work out the way you want. Right?
Exactly. And speaking of, it's your turn. All right, let's think of trees now. Go ahead.
I'm not the horticulturist here. I don't know. Every tree that I planted, not me personally, but have planted in my backyard is almost dead. It's been a while since you've been in my backyard. All my fucking trees are dead. The fucking beautiful evergreens I had in the background.
How do you kill an evergreen? Its
They
name
fucking
is
kill them.
evergreen.
They're ever dead now.
Oh.
I need to
Carney is a
replant all that
mesquite
shit.
tree, ugly and everywhere.
So
Fucking Brian.
Yeah, speaking of mesquite, like people that I know that have purchased land or have property in South Texas, mesquite is like the worst.
I was going to say I'm a mesquite tree because when Brian cuts me down and uses me to cook a steak, it still doesn't taste good.
Whoa, damn.
We need to have a roast. That's like, and then we'll have Jonathan here to like roast people.
As long as Brian's around or I know him, it's
just
on.
easy.
Brian,
It's one of those trees that the squirrels go up and get all the nuts out of.
well,
He's loaded with
He is an oak.
Loaded with nuts and has squirrels climbing up his leg all the time.
See,
I want you to answer before I tell you the answer because you guys are going to really like the answer.
I'm going to have to go with juniper.
A juniper.
Because the only
Which is
thing
the-
that they're good
the
for
evergreen.
is being short and decorating the land and flavoring gin.
Okay. All right.
Brian loved that shit. Brian and I have an agreement. We can roast each other as much as we want and we'll never get upset.
That's good. I mean, he's
All right.
really going after it right now.
He's a Marine. He can't get upset. He's not allowed to.
So what is your answer? What kind of tree are you?
What
did
is
you-
yours?
what did you say to me?
I don't even know any
You gotta
fucking
say.
trees, man.
So I was going to say I'm like a pine tree because my needles prick you when you walk by and you really don't want it.
That's a dad joke.
And then when you push the side of the tree, they have sap and it sticks on you forever and it drives you nuts.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
a
I
pine
would
tree.
picture.
but I'm needed because I produce beautiful maple syrup and things like that. So I'm not like a maple tree, but like one of those trees that produces syrup and has sap.
Like syrup that's unusable
Yeah,
completely to humans.
useless poison. Yeah.
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 All right,
That's me.
I would get on board with that. I'd get on board with that. Because you remember climbing trees when you were a
Yes,
kid?
yes.
And there were different
Yes.
types of pines.
It was like, man, that tree's
like,
annoying.
ooh,
I want to
soft
climb
one.
that tree. So people would be like, I want to climb that tree. Man, that's annoying tree when as soon as I start climbing.
Even the bark cuts
yeah.
you.
Yeah. And then when you get back into your house, your mom's like, what the hell did you get into? I got into the John Carney tree. That's what I did. Man, it was annoying. Exactly.
Yeah,
You had no
that's-
choice. Then you're going to go climb it again just because you want to.
You've heard it here, folks. First, folks, there's going to be a new strand of pine trees called the John Carney.
John Carney.
By the way, I agree with
happy.
you mentioned the tree you want to be. When I said you'd be a ficus, it's like I'd like to be an oak tree, but I am what I am. You'd like to be what you said, like what was
I
you-
like aspens.
You'd love to be an aspen, but
Yeah, because I only know about 500
But you're a
trees.
palm. Your dad says you're a palm tree, which is a beautiful thing. He loves
take
you.
that.
You're a ficus, so that's what.
I'll
that's
take
where you are.
ficus. I'll take ficus.
Ficus
Everlasting,
is-
you can't kill me.
That ficus will live forever.
I'll take it. I'll take that. I appreciate it. Great. By the time I come down, there's going to be 17 questions to answer. JD Mars, I'm surprised you're still hanging with us. And all of you.
Fuck, he's in Paris, Texas. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, what is he going to do in Paris, Texas?
True.
Go try to find out what kind of trees they have in Paris?
Looking for the Eiffel Towers.
Pine.
Yeah.
William Treadway is a favorite. Is that you are the pine tree that produces maple syrup? and you said it, and then realized that it's a maple tree.
By the way, the pine tree that creates maple syrup is the most irritating tree in the planet.
Yeah. We keep getting the stuff that we're trying to make some insecticide out of, but we keep getting maple syrup.
It's the most non-existent tree.
Why does that pine tree keep creating maple syrup? Damn it.
Yeah.
It's because the aliens and ghosts got a hold of it.
True, for half of us.
That's it. All right, so then pivoting to a question I think actually goes right on theme with this. And I know Carney's going to have something right away. And I like the idea of just snap judging each other and what we think we are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then moving into what you would like to be, what other people know you are, and then what you'd like to be. We're going to move into this question, which is...
This is going to be tough.
I don't
know
think
what
so.
it is,
I
but
have a feeling you're going to have this. I have a feeling you thought about this
I got
when
an
you're
answer.
driving
Well, I
here.
have an answer for everything.
He's got the tattoo, I guarantee.
He's got the tattoo, lower back tat or a calf tat. Like
Oh,
a
boy.
2-inch calf tattoo.
Oh boy.
Gentlemen, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, easy.
Say he had it. He had it. All right, before you go,
Yeah, I'll go last.
should we go around the... And you can't call him a chupacabra, okay?
I'm not calling him anything. I'm going to let everybody speak. I'm going to be quiet for the first time.
Doubtful and
And then
unentertaining.
Brian's about to say something about it too, but
You've
I'm going to be
already
quiet.
failed.
All right, I'm quiet now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. John Carney, quiet.
Okay.
Brian will talk in a few
All
seconds.
right.
Yeah, you still failed.
Okay. Okay. Let's hop into judging Dave then. What does everyone think Dave's spirit animal is?
Adrian?
Shoot. We just.
I can't say chupacabra for Adrian.
No. You can't just say the first Mexican thing
because
that
that
comes to
doesn't
mind.
exist.
Speaking of, híjole,
Yeah.
échale, cabrón.
Orale.
Dave's spirit animal. We can name Dave's spirit animal.
I have.
That's.
I have a pretty good. I've got a pretty good
I got it.
idea.
Me too.
Okay.
Carney, what are you going with?
I'm not going to go first. I'm by the way,
Adrian,
I'm
what do you think?
exercising silence right now.
Yeah, and you're doing so good at it.
Adrian, what do you have first for Dave?
I have no idea. We just met.
Bear Grylls said jackalope. Jim Trader said three-toed sloth. I'm glad that everyone's joining us and just chiming in on this. This does seem right.
And Mcgee says,
Hyena? He says Carney's a hyena?
No, that's not right.
Brian, dude, stop.
all right,
It's
so
about Dave.
spirit animal for me.
But we're supposed to guess
I-
before he says it.
there's
You
no
can't
guess.
say it.
Yeah, you can't say it.
we're judging
We're
you.
judging. Yeah,
All
you're
right,
getting
well,
judged.
Then come on, let's bring it.
Adrian, go.
Adrian's supposed to.
That's
Yeah,
what
Adrian's
sloth.
Oh, you just picked up in the comments. Lazy.
Was it on there? Three-toe sloth.
Did you-
like the regular sloth?
Yeah, Jim.
Oh, just a regular, the two-toed.
Yeah. The one-toed.
Yeah, stock option. What are you going with?
Man, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with. I mean, you're going to go first. I have 3 things I'm trying to narrow down.
Yeah, there are
man.
2 that I have.
Yeah.
There's one based on appearance, and then one based on particularity. And I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with like an F1 Savannah cat for you.
That's
Because
very,
I think
that's specific.
it's specific because he brought up some Irish folk punk band
True,
for his
true.
band. So it's particular. It has to be a specific type. He kind of makes his way through. But I think if he wants something, he's going to get it. That's my idea.
Please look at the comments right now.
Orca. What else we got? Orca all the way.
Orca all the way.
Orca, that's actually a pretty badass animal.
That is pretty
Javelina.
nice. I appreciate that.
All right, what are you going with? I'm saying an F1 Savannah cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go owl.
Owl?
Ooh.
Yeah, owl.
Okay.
I was between owl or eagle, not a bald eagle, a regular eagle. But so I decided to go with owl. I'm gonna go owl.
So
Not a regular owl though either, like a real owl, like
Like a barn owl?
Barn owl.
No, like the ones that are vicious.
The barn owls
the
are
great
fucking-
horned owl.
Yeah, like a big owl. Like not. I don't think because they don't look vicious. They don't have to be vicious. But if you have to be, you're going to be vicious. I'm gonna go your owl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's better than eagle.
I'd stick
I
with
like
that. Kind of got that
owl.
Tootsie Pop look to it.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, owl.
I like that. So I've been asked this question a number of times, and I've always gone back and forth between the great horned owl and
Oh, shit.
the
What
red-tailed
the
hawk.
fuck?
Birds.
Birds of prey. Not
Well,
just birds, but birds of prey.
Which one have you got more often? The owl?
I've actually gotten the red-tailed hawk more often than any
Who
other.
the hell knows what a red-tailed hawk is?
Yeah. We see 'em all the
Anybody
time.
who knows
All
any,
the hawks that we see here are red-tailed.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a regional hawk. It's the same hawk with a different.
Everyone in North Texas.
red-tailed hawk is a beautiful bird and a very powerful bird.
Bear Grylls, he came in saying a straight Tootsie Pop hooter, the scholar owl. I'm with Bear
It
Grylls.
was on the owl, the bird thing. The bird's the concept, right?
The bird is the concept, and I do think you know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Well, 3.
There it is.
That's 3.
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
This is going right. Also, welcome to the family, Dave. All right, Adrian. Welcome to the chopping block, boy.
No,
We get to say what he is.
Oh
before.
yeah, no.
I'll say mine. So, which I don't know because we've attempted this question before.
We have.
and I've never come up with my own.
I still don't like the one that we've given to
No.
you. I still don't like it. I don't think it
Yeah.
matches.
So hold up. After we give it, what do you think though? So we have to give the what you think after. Because we all obviously know the answer quickly. We've all been asked it. So what do you? You want bird theme, avian theme?
No, I stick with the owl.
Well, that's good. Man, I fucking nailed that shit.
Coyote.
You did.
Coyote. Oh, I could see kind of a coyote.
Coyotes,
Like
we're
smart.
devious, sneaky.
We're killing those
Dead in my
motherfuckers up
backyard.
Dallas.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We are killing those.
They're
okay, so
picking up
thank
kids
you,
in
Chris
Dallas, and we're
Pennington.
killing them.
I know not to come sneaking into your backyard.
Most certainly do not sneak in my backyard. That's a really bad idea. That's a very bad idea.
If I had a backyard, it would be a really bad idea for me too.
Yeah, mine's about 300 feet away. I'll see you coming. I'll know the path.
He's got weapons. His neighbors has weapons. Yeah, it's probably not. a good
It's
idea.
not.
Yeah.
It's not a good backyard to sneak into. I will say that. William Treadway, 2 months, and he still doesn't have his own. So I'm just glad everyone's been joining, thinking of their own spirit animal. I like the owl. I think that makes the most sense. Adrian.
I think we determined that that's it. If you ask this question again, if it's anything but owl for Dave, it's owl. It's
Yeah,
owl.
It's
Owl or owl?
That's it.
I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah, I think it's a great one for you.
The
Just the way
pointy-eyed
you're-
one, or what was it called?
What's that?
Horned.
Horned.
The great horned owl.
Great
Yeah. I'm seeing the mannerisms. So you're so owl right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever watch Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim?
One of my favorite.
Yeah,
one of my favorite.
Dave and I are literally
Of course
best
he's
friends.
seen it.
You're like Nicodemus.
Oh yeah.
No, Nicodemus was the big rat.
Nicodemus was the head rat.
Yeah, who's the
But-
big owl?
All right. Yeah. I
Never-
appreciate
never
what's
had a
happening
name,
here.
But Mrs. Frisbee went and visited and said you need
Yeah.
to go see Nicodemus the rats.
Dave and I are so connected. It's not even
No.
funny.
Okay.
And we just met.
Yeah.
We're brothers of spirit.
Seriously.
Jesus
I need
Christ.
the medicine, Mrs. Frisbee needs her medicine.
Or as they say,
For
Jesus
Jonathan.
Cristo.
For Jonathan, that's right.
Yeah.
Jesus Cristo, Adrian
Adrian.
Barunda.
All right, Adrian. Spirit animal we're going to pick in for him.
Yeah.
Chupacabra. No,
that doesn't
no.
exist.
Adrian Honey Badger. I don't think that's.
No, I
Same
got a
honey
good one
badger.
for him. I got a good one for him. You go first, so I got one.
I don't have one. I've been thinking about
You have
this for a
you have
while.
one for
So far, I mean, you're batting good. So,
I've got one in mind.
I'm gonna go. Man, I'm gonna go like a. I'm gonna go fox. Not a fox. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna go. Your dog type.
okay.
Yep.
First, but you're a wild dog type. So the closest thing I can get to, because I don't know the species, is I want to go. You're a wolf. You're like number 1 or 2 in the pack. You're like maybe potentially you're 2. You're like number 2 in the pack, going for number 1. So you're like the lead wolf, like a gray wolf. That's
really
legit.
good.
That's legit.
That's really
what I'm going
good.
for. Because you're calm, but I think if I if I pushed you, I think you could come out and you can bite. So I'm gonna go wolf.
That's really.
I'm going
good.
wolf, but you're right on the cusp of being the lead wolf.
We're going to
like
have a
that.
consensus here because I was thinking the
You are.
Timberwolf as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking the
Yeah.
Timberwolf.
You're
and-
controlled enough.
And
That is really
so,
good.
So he's the alpha's second hand.
Yeah.
So he's the one. He's not the alpha that's up there leading. He's the one that's just sitting right
He's
back,
like alpha B.
watching everybody
Yeah.
else to make sure that the pack is protected, and is very calm, very.
But if he needs to do alpha things, he can do alpha things.
he can
Right.
tear some shit up if he needs to.
I like
Yeah,
that.
after the lead wolf takes down the kill, he comes in and just opens it up for everybody.
He would take down the kill
He'd be there
for
with
the
him,
alpha.
with him, yeah.
He would
He's-
take
he's
down. He
alpha
would take
B.
down the kill
You're the
for
henchman
the alpha.
wolf.
It's almost like a cartel. I like it.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
really good. That's way
like it.
better. That's way better than what we had thought.
Well, you said you hadn't thought of anything.
Well, we had spoken about it, as William Treadway
This
put
has
it,
been
for like
asked
2
before?
months.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. And we didn't have anything that I was real satisfied with for you,
Same.
but I'm really satisfied with that.
I like that.
Like we
Do
could
you
put
like
your
that?
picture on a T-shirt and it would look good.
Yeah.
You could be a mascot
We could
somewhere. and
take
it
your
would be good.
face and put wolf things on it,
Yeah.
and it would be like that. That's Adrian.
That is really good.
All right, next T-shirt.
All right.
The Wolf.
The wolf.
The wolf.
Cigars and Guns Shirt Club.
All right, Brandon. So, Brandon, you're
Cigarsandguns.com. Go ahead and subscribe
You're
now.
up.
Okay.
So
Oh, this guy gave me a fucking ficus last time, so who knows what this is. I can't wait for this.
You're definitely gonna hate what's coming up.
I can't
next.
wait. Carney's up first.
You're an antelope.
Okay. Okay.
You're very fast.
Okay. That's
You're
definitely not the
agile.
case.
You're athletic. Big creatures and apex predators really can't get at you. So the best thing other than being an apex predator is being able to get away from apex predators. It doesn't mean you don't have it in you. I just think you're agile and you're an antelope. This, by the way,
Interesting.
There's like 100 different kinds of antelopes, and I was
Yeah.
looking them up to find the best one, and the one I found.
what you were Googling?
and the one that I found is your blackback antelope.
ooh, that is good. But I'm gonna deviate off of that just a little bit.
But
But
you're also a ficus.
More than anything, we've learned I'm a ficus today.
I'm gonna owe you dinner
So-
somewhere.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
really,
You're gonna owe
really
me some of-
hammering this home.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy me some of Mcgee's fake meat.
I'm going with water buffalo.
Okay.
And so the water buffalo is going to try to escape, but
But he can't, so he's gonna get eaten.
no, because the water buffalo will then come in and take his horns and throw that lion across the other side of the river.
Lion ain't getting thrown anywhere by the water buffalo.
Have you? There's videos out there of a water buffalo who got cornered and picked up the lion.
Which type of lion? Are you telling me like the lion's the king of the jungle, man? They can like take down elephants.
I don't think
look
that
it
lion
up.
even lives in the jungle. I don't know why we said that. I'm pretty sure it lives in like the African savannah, right?
All right, that's just semantics.
Water
Enough of the
buffalo.
rhetoric.
A water buffalo getting cornered will take you down.
It's
It's almost any buffalo. I saw a video one day, which buffalo I think is a good.
You think he's a buffalo?
Well, because
you think I'm a ficus, so it was really hurtful to me.
We're so off par here.
No. This is Cigar Talk
you're a
Live.
ficus, and an antelope, and they're trying to tell. And they got
Listen
water
to them,
buffalo.
these
What
guys.
tree is he?
When a buffalo dies in a family, the remaining buffaloes will surround the,
And get
the
eaten
dead
by
buffalo.
lions.
Will not. Any other predator that comes in and tries to take the dead buffalo, the buffalo will either kill or get rid of whatever predators around.
Really?
They'll stay there
Yeah.
for hours, if not days.
Really?
They'll even come back and revisit where
So you're loyal.
where the bones are.
Yeah.
And will chase off other predators that are coming in and trying to get at the bones.
Wow, that's
Your
I
protector,
appreciate that. That's
Very,
tough, yeah.
very protective.
Yeah.
Understand that escape is the best weapon, but cornered will take your shit down.
that's
Brandon is a stag. It's already been decided. By the way, stags and antelopes can be very closely related.
actually
he's
it's
referring to the
interesting.
beer.
What's that? What'd you say?
He's referring to the beer, stag beer.
Stag
At
beer.
least
He
you
gave me that
didn't,
shirt.
at least you
Thank
didn't
you.
come back and say Stag Junior.
That's it's interesting.
But, you know,
It's
Stag
just-
Junior's
but
good
it's
for.
but it's on par. I appreciate you guys. Not quite you as much, but it's also it's actually not too far from the old from the stag there. Thank you,
If
Larry
we meet in
Adams.
between water buffalo and antelope, it's still a really respectable thing.
It's a stag.
Yeah, it's a stag.
Antelope was a good one too.
I was gonna say Asian was like a coos deer because that's another thing that's in Mexico.
A what?
Coos deer.
What's that?
It's like a deer's in the mountains in Mexico. They're great deer hunting.
Do they
Coos deer.
like climb the mountains and
Yeah, all that
suction
shit.
cups in
Yeah.
their
They're
hooves?
hard. They're really hard
That's
hunt.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
I've
really
seen
hard
that.
hunt. Yeah,
I was
coos
gonna
deer.
say, and antelopes look great on the wall.
All right, John, you're up.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
you guys are up
appreciate
on
that.
me.
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh boy, I should have given this more thought. You guys go first, please, because I
I've
got to
had
get this
20
dude
minutes.
back.
I've already got
I'm gonna pay for this.
Yeah, a fucking dung beetle.
I've got my. So I'm going with the hippo for him.
Hippo.
Yeah,
aggressive.
Hippopotamus. They look timid. But
one
you
of
get
the-
in the fucking water with them, they'll tear you up.
They're one of the most dangerous animals in the world. They're an apex predator.
Yep.
I think they kill more people than crocodiles, right? It's the
easily.
most
Yeah,
deadly
easily.
animal on
Yeah,
the
besides
planet.
like an elephant. Elephants are really dangerous too.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So hippo for you.
Okay, I'll take that. Other than the fat part of it, but
I wasn't thinking fat. I was thinking fat. I was thinking, just
Husky.
very
Dense.
very
dense,
dangerous.
we would call it.
I was
Hold it. Hang on. Brian Mcgee, what do you think Jonathan Carney is? Brian Mcgee, what do you come in with?
Can we get
Briggy goes, can we get Carney to play the quiet game again? What do you mean, what quiet game? I didn't shut up.
He never shuts up.
Trash Panda. Mark McLaren
is
says,
coming in. Yeah.
McLaren. I gave you a cool name,
keep
McLaren.
stealing my ashes and cigar nubs when I'm not looking. Trash Panda. Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
right.
Thank you, Mark
All right,
McLaren, for
so far we're Hippo, Trash Panda, and Brian wants the quiet game.
Okay, that's good. That's not an animal, Brian McGee, but go ahead and chime in.
Chris is coming in with Fluffy.
McGee is just Googling the most offensive animal on the planet.
Okay, Chris, what animal is fluffy? Come on, you got to be more
That sounds
specific
cute,
than
like
that.
a fluffy dog.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that. What, you
No.
are Gabriel Iglesias? All right, let's.
He's this hyena, never shuts up and tries to steal. I would never try to steal your food, Brian. Yuck.
He'll make it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Adrian, what is your animal for John?
You guys are not going to get my answer, though. My answer is hilarious, and it's very accurate.
And it's wrong.
Hippo.
I don't have anything.
You have no animal? I've known you
don't.
long enough, I guess.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm spitting a lot of random stuff. I'm throwing out a lot of things you don't
Okay,
even know how to
I think I got one for him.
Wild Mustang.
I think I got one for him. Offensive enough for this.
You got a long list, Mr. Ficus.
I mean,
Dr. Ficus, you asshole.
Wild Mustang. I mean, you get horses out in Montana that are just free flowing. You try to, rein them down. You can't. But they're still majestic and beautiful.
Thank you,
All
Adrian.
right.
My pleasure. No, fuck no.
I thought that's what Brian said.
Scrappy.
He just
Billy Goat.
But Billy Goat's not actually. Actually, that's pretty good, Beer Girls. By the way, Beer Girls, thanks for hanging with us because you said you were going to bed like 30 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, we've been entertaining, man. Since you said he was going to bed, this ramped way up.
Way up.
So
I think where I've got you,
Dr. Ficus.
Doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome. My
thank
pleasure.
you. I went to 7 years of FICA school for that. Goats that play dead when scared. You're a fainting goat. That's just offensive, and I like that. I like how offensive
Bear
you're getting.
Grylls has a fake name.
No, it's Beer Grylls. It's his real name. And one day he's going to work for us as a copywriter.
All right.
oh,
Beer.
a screaming
fainting
goat
goats.
would be good for him.
A screaming goat.
Screaming goat.
Those fainting goats are the hilarious most thing I've ever seen.
The
Have you ever
screaming-
seen them?
Yes. The
Not,
fainting
not in
goats.
person.
The fainting ones.
Fainting goats are hilarious.
They faint, right?
Yeah, usually
if they get
fainted.
scared, they fall over like they're dead.
I haven't done that.
If you clap, they'll faint.
They'll just
Yes.
and then fall over.
Well, let's test that.
It's
Let
hilarious.
somebody clap.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't fainting.
right,
I ain't
ain't fainting.
And you
Nope.
didn't
Punk
scream
ass.
either, so you're not a screaming goat.
Nope.
All right. So
All
hippo
right.
it is.
I'm pretty confident with this one because of my experience at the park with my daughter the other day.
Oh, boy.
Gray squirrel.
No, he's not a squirrel guy.
Pedophiles?
I think he's like a
Adrian.
You are not an Adrian.
Oh, wow. Just take it.
His
just
name is
take it easy, man.
Josh Kelly is his name. That's not right.
That's a Beer Grylls.
I think you're like a mother goose. like from a distance, 5-year-olds think it's a good idea to feed you.
No fucking.
And then you get up close to them, and all of a sudden they're like, that doesn't sound right. Maybe I should continue to feed them. Before you know it, you're way too deep, and you're attacking the 5-year-old kid. You're just coming in full out.
Alicia?
Well,
She didn't actually. I should clarify. We should clarify.
McGee goes a tick.
Ale shows me this. So Alessia comes home. She doesn't know the word in Spanish for what goose is.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, I was playing with some patitos, right? Some ducks."
Duck.
But they were like weird ducks with big heads, and they were making weird noises. And then Ali's like, "Oh, we were playing with the ducks," and she showed me a video of these geese with these little geese chicks. I was like, "You are a terrible parent. You don't do that. Those things will attack the kids." And I think it's so perfect because it's like, oh yeah, I want to sit, I want to chill with it. But then at the end of the day,
You're like,
the
why
shit
did
that
I-
spews from its mouth, you're like way too deep to realize you're way too close to it. Then you done fucked up, and then here it is. It's right on. It's right on your doorstep.
Well, now that you said that, Miss Dr. Ficus, you're a Christmas tree that people only like once a year and then throw away when it dries out and dies.
No, asshole. I'm an artificial tree that they put up every year.
I love that you did Mother Goose, though. It wasn't just Goose.
No,
it was Mother Goose.
You're also protective. You're a new parent. I understand.
Very
this.
motherly, very motherly.
Yeah, you would fight for your kids.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's talking about your feminine traits.
So, this is a very easy answer to me. I'm a polar bear.
Bullshit.
No. You know why? Because I'm from the Northeast. I like it freezing cold in my house.
No, but it's not a
I go to
temperature
sleep
thing.
at 60. My wife has declared me the polar bear because I like it 60. I'm big. I'm massive. I'm bigger than I used to be. And when she first called me I was like, babe, I'm not a polar bear. She's like, well, you're big and you're this and that. I go, I used to not be so big. I've always been big, but not big. And so, yeah, I'm the polar bear. Before I was a polar bear, I was a snow leopard. So very Arctic.
Neither of those. Just because you like cold weather or like 60 degrees. Holy shit, John Carney, how are you going to survive at 60 degrees?
There's an accomplishment.
Yeah, snow goose. Your mother snow goose.
I mean, there's penguins too.
What do you fly south in the winter like a mother goose?
You know what? Penguin is a good idea, but more like a puffin. Oh, like an Icelandic puffin.
A mother puffin.
Mother puffin. Yeah, you are a mother puffer for sure.
Oh, that's good.
McGee agrees.
Brian, don't you have like a job or something to do? Didn't you guys just release another new cigar or something?
No,
He's
but he's got
smoking me
7
right now.
hats tomorrow, so you let the guy go.
Well, yeah, well, he doesn't make any of those hats.
Just
Thank
the-
God, because if he did, they'd be as bad as the steaks.
Just the tri-tip. That's his next hat.
Mother goose.
A mother snow goose. I like that.
So good. Mother goose.
Do you remember those geese that would attack us at the golf course?
Well, hey, by the way, when they do the next time, you're going to definitely remember them.
Oh, I'm beheading them with my
By the way,
9-iron.
I feel like geese are like close to the top of apex predators too. Who fucks with them?
6-year-olds. 6-year-olds fuck with geese.
How many? Yeah, but they don't die. I mean, nothing happens.
That's a good point.
And by the way, I would venture to say that like geese, like Canadian geese, they're like an invasive species.
Yeah.
So I was talking to someone from Alabama earlier. Like those things fly south and they don't fly north anymore. They just go back down.
Yeah, because they have to go through
stay.
Nebraska, and we kill them all. If they fly through the sandhills, they dead. Yeah.
All right, next question.
We've exhausted the questions at this point, Dave. Do we? I don't know if we have other questions.
Well, I mean, we just got one on the chat room, which is
We're
pretty
on-
good. But
Okay.
But
Let's
you
go
guys
ahead.
still have more set
Larry
up, right?
Adams, if you have, you know what? We have a good question coming in.
It
Let's
is a
go
really
ahead.
good
This is a new
question.
one.
All right.
All right.
What cartoon character would you be?
Yo, I know what you're thinking already.
Which
I'm going a different direction.
I'm going a certain direction. I don't know if that's the direction he's flipping me off for.
I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going with Adrian. Let's take Adrian because he's the low-hanging fruit here.
Is the
He's a low-hanging
character
avocado.
you're flipping me off for a fast mouse?
Yes. Exactly.
No, I think he's Yosemite Sam.
Oh, 100%, dude.
He's Yosemite Sam.
100%.
Same realm.
I'm
as
gonna have to
Speedy
go.
Gonzalez.
I'm gonna have to go with that one. Yosemite Sam.
100%. Speedy
Yeah.
Gonzalez is the low-hanging fruit. Yosemite Sam is slightly higher, but still low-hanging fruit. Oh, 100%.
He'll shoot your ass 17 times but not hit anything.
I appreciate that.
He's like a stormtrooper.
Cartoon
I've
character.
got the one for John.
Oh,
boy.
what's John's?
Foghorn Leghorn.
No.
That's not bad.
What? I was going to say the Tick.
That's the one that I was thinking. For me.
You're so superhero.
I was thinking the Tick for me.
You'd be good at the Tick. That's a good one.
Spoon. So that's what
That's
the
a
Tick
good-
always said. That was his battle call.
I'm trying to. You kind of have where I'm thinking is more like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. I think you're
shit.
Pinky.
That's pretty good.
Tell me he's not Pinky.
Yeah, he looks like him.
Right? He knows everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Pinky.
Pinky. Okay. I always loved Pinky more than the Brain.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pinky because the Brain was kind of a dickhead.
Oh, Brent was told dickhead. Pinky just didn't know. Pinky was just. By the way, Pinky's very loyal. Pinky was always there for Brain.
Yeah, he was.
Pinky was the reason why the Brain never got anything accomplished.
Oh, William Treadway comes in saying you're Elmer Fudd to one of you guys.
So I'm gonna bring this.
Fuck Elmer Fudd.
Before we answer, before I call you
Illiterate bitch. Yeah.
Brendan, before I call you something more offensive than a ficus or whatever it is, and you and I keep going at it, I actually have the best question ever.
Okay.
If you could self-identify as any cigar in the world, by the way,
What would you want?
what would
or
you?
What
well,
would you
no,
be?
we're going to answer it, and then you're going to say what would you want to be after. So we're all going to answer it, and then Brandon's going to go last, and I'm going to tell him what he is first, and then he's going to tell us what he wants. So we're going to do this together. So we're going to start with Adrian. If Adrian could self-identify as a cigar, what would it be? I'm going to let you. You know what? This is how the rules are going to go. You're going to answer for what you think you are.
Yeah.
And then when we get to Brandon, I'm gonna answer for what he is. And he's gonna tell us a
If
lie.
you tell me Gurkha, this is gonna be the first.
No, it's gonna be even better.
Okay, cool.
I've got one for Adrian already.
Even worse.
Worse than a Gurkha.
Worse.
I've got one for Adrian.
Anyone that's ever listened to me play this game, I've played a lot, knows exactly what I'm gonna call you.
All right. Let's take a look.
Now I'm curious as
I
to
like
get
this.
the Brandon.
That's-
I love this question.
That's
Yeah, it's a great question.
yeah, but it's loaded.
So
For you, it is. Everyone else is
I mean,
great.
yeah, but it's you probably called Mcgee this too. So Mcgee, go ahead and just.
for Adrian, I would say the Carboncito by Osaka.
I mean, I was going with Osop
No.
just because it was
Yeah,
it's
I
think so.
Mexican.
Yeah.
But
No.
just something. I mean,
No.
let me give you the premise.
Jesus H.
I think that's the first time this.
I'm gonna say that you're the Tatuai Mexican experiment.
I would say he'd be the 51st.
The TA exclusive 53rd. Is it Mexican or not?
Mexican San Andreas, right?
Yeah.
Mexican San Andreas with the typo on
The
it.
53rd.
Oh, McGee did you dirty. He said the Te Amo.
Oh.
How are you gonna top the Te Amo?
Oh, I'm gonna fucking roast
If you tell
bro.
me the acid,
You're
we're gonna have
done. No,
problems.
you have no idea what's about to
All right,
happen.
good.
Brian, I hate
I'm gonna. Your dad is gonna have to come up with something better than a palm tree after what I'm about to do to you.
All right. So Brandon is last. Okay, so I said the Carboncito.
See, I just don't, and I'm not gonna go the Mexican route.
No, I agree. Just something that's smooth of character and unassuming.
That's how he classifies himself.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Te amo.
You tell me. No, fuck that.
I'm gonna go with you. Smooth. So you described it as smooth. What was? Did you say? Can you say it again?
Smooth the character and unassuming.
Smooth with
character,
character,
unassuming.
unassuming. Where you think
I'm gonna go with
this might be harsh, but this is actually pretty good.
smooth character, unassuming. I'm gonna go for you. I'm gonna go with you. You're gonna be a Tatuaje La Riqueza.
Not bad.
Good ring gauge, nice girth. Not too much girth. We have to question it. But very smooth. It's a good cigar, man. La Riqueza, very classic.
I like the girth.
So is Kathleen. Beer Grills would be an Osa Cabroncito. I believe he'd be the full size 6x60 Cabron. That's what I think Beer Grills would be.
Okay.
Adrian is the
we got
sergeant. No,
Deal
he's
coming
not
in.
that full bodied. Las Calaveras.
Adrian's not. I mean, if we're talking Luciano, Adrian would be more of the Fiat Lux.
Fiat
than
Lux,
the-
exactly.
than-
That's
than-
where.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was going.
If
with
we're
Fiat
gonna
Lux.
go
Fiat
Luciano,
Lux was
Fiat
my-
Lux.
Balance,
Lux,
I'll take
yeah.
that.
smooth,
Well,
good flavor.
McLaren says McLaren says Las Calaveras.
That's just 'cause
but
the
he's
Mexican.
just saying
He's
that
sticking with
because
that
he's
Mexican
just saying
thing.
that because Brian McGee's in there. And here's my thing: when Crown Heads came out with cigars and stuff, they had the J.D. Howard Reserve, right? So that's like a hotel. It's the high-end Howard Johnson. So the J.D. Howard Reserve on top of Jericho Hill, and you can have dinner at the Las Calaveras restaurant inside. It's the Mexican restaurant.
There you go.
So they created literally a hotel chain with spas and all this stuff by their names of cigars. And then they had like the music stuff, so they were the entertainment. So yeah, Las Calaveras is the restaurant inside of the J.D. Howard Reserve on top of Jericho Hill.
Wow.
So Las Calaveras is good, but if you did that, you'd be all those things. What did you say? Because yours was good.
I said the Carboncito first, but I think I'm going to have to change
I'm
to the Fiat Lux.
I'm going Fiat
I have
Lux.
to go to the Fiat
Yeah.
Lux.
Fiat Lux.
All right, cool.
What's the cigar you would like to be?
I don't know. I mean, I give you the characteristics. I'm just not sure. And I'll go with, whatever German engineering, the Terra Nova with the United.
The Arapeak.
That's good.
It's just like,
The Arapeak.
That's good.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I could see us being the Arapeak.
I think
Little
La
bit native.
Riqueza is good, though.
Which one?
La Riqueza, the Tatuaje.
I think that could be good too.
It's a brand inside of a big brand that people are surprised about when they smoke it. I think La Riqueza is one of the best cigars Tatuaje makes.
Where would you go with Dave?
Wow. I'm going to... Dave, wow. That's hard. It's so hard. Where would you guys go? Like, you know him a little bit more, so you can give me a little bit
I've
more
known him
idea.
20 minutes longer than you've known him.
Oh, you just got on tonight?
Saturday at the shop, we met like
So
3
we're
weeks
like-
ago, and then he's in.
So you and I are
I
like-
think I've
this is
got
why
a direction.
Dave-
We're the new guys.
Okay, here's what I'm going. I'm going Roma Craft.
It's hot. Everybody likes it. Then they're not quite sure how they feel about it. And
but it's like-
limited.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
there.
it's limited,
new.
right.
Yeah. Roma Craft.
Roma
Craft's
Craft
good.
is you're a Skip Martin creation.
I like that. So, what would you say?
I kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's hard to get, and when you meet it, and you're like, this is good. Can I get another one? No.
I mean, that's a little
You have to
bit.
wait till next year.
Yeah, no. That's a little bit too much of a compliment for 20 minutes of meeting prior to the show, but I'll go with it.
Yeah, well, we all
might-
know Skip. So
I actually might. I might give him like Hemingway between the lines. Because he's kind of back and forth, especially with the answers he's had tonight. I'm not quite sure where it's at, so I'm not quite sure to figure out. And then also at the same time, I'm not quite sure. It might cost a little too much for me. Like
Yeah.
it might be a little too expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, between lines, man, that looks good. Wow, it's a
So
little
you
pricey.
pick it up, it's good, but then you take it to
Yeah, I'm like,
you take it to the
it might
counter.
be
You're
a little
like,
bit
that's how much?
I'll still maybe smoke it, but I don't know.
Yeah, not quite sure.
Yeah.
That's valid as well. It's valid as well. All right,
So,
Carney.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Which one? Which one do you want to be?
So I was actually going with Foundation Tabernacle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'd maybe
Yeah,
even give
I can
you.
see that being what you want to be.
I think you're a little more. I think you're a little more mild, though. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Connecticut shade there. The one that's named after the place in Europe there.
Not the Highclere Castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a Highclere Castle.
Highclere
Yeah, I'm
Castle.
gonna go. Yeah, you're Highclere Castle, but you want to be. You want to be.
You want to be the CT-142 maybe.
Yeah, or the wise man. He wants to be El Huawense.
Yeah,
No, I don't know if he wants to be White Wednesday. I think he wants to be a broadleaf
No,
because it takes time and
Yeah,
aging.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, since you clarified it with the time and aging.
Well, we're not trying to change your mind or anything.
No. This isn't an alien question, all right?
No, my mind is still with the Tabernacle. 'Cause
Yeah. I think that's good.
You light
The
me up.
CT-142 or the broadleaf?
Light me up, and you see what you get.
He was the only person that raised his hand at a 40 that said that they were
A connoisseur.
a connoisseur of cigars. So I'm going to trust him.
Now, Pops got me. I was expecting him to say,
Who the
because
hell is Pops? Oh, Dave? By the way, I can't see him. Every time you reference him, I'm blinded by the light.
Well, I can't see him over there.
I just don't know he's there. This shows you that I actually love and appreciate your dad. I haven't talked shit about him. I haven't known he's there at all.
His presence is known though.
All right, Tabernacle.
All right, Tabernacle. I could see that.
I am going to absolutely destroy.
Yes, yeah, you go first then.
No, you guys go for me. I'm going to light you up like a
All
Christmas
right, go
tree.
ahead, because I know it's a hit
No, you
job.
guys
So
hit me. You
I
hit me.
trust what these
You
guys
hit me.
say.
What do you guys think I am? I'm going to hit you like a Christmas tree because it's. By the way, it's right. So you guys get to pick me first. What do you think I am? I know what I am.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I know what I'd like. I know what I'd like to say.
I
You have
almost
no idea what's about to happen.
Crazy Al is Chris
Tread
Coulter.
lightly.
I
You're about to get
almost
destroyed.
Oh, I'm going deep.
Oh, I'm going much deeper.
All right.
let's see. So somebody else go. Somebody else go first for John here.
Adrian,
All right,
maybe
Adrian, what
I'm
do you
still
have?
thinking. I almost got it, but
I'm not going to roast you. He's the only one who's going to worry about it.
No, I'm fucking. Trust me.
I'm-
I'm not sweating this.
Oh, you're going to be.
I'm just trying to think of the most offensive cigar, but then
But you already know I have the most offensive.
But then I'm pulling aside and just trying to be very honest. I
appreciate
want to
that.
be honest with this. It's
I'm
important.
not. I'm trying to roast you.
Right. I would put you. All right.
All right, so you go, run with it. I guess nobody wants to answer.
I'm
Factory
coming up.
I
with
I wouldn't
No.
say factory
Freaking
second.
McLaren, you're McClurkin again, all right?
But McLaren is answering. McLaren, I thought we were friends, man. He called me a factory second.
Dude, McClurkin again.
Back at it. All right.
Oh my God, I'm gonna destroy
Hey, what
you.
was that one I had in Orlando?
Oh God.
You remember which one that was? I remember the brand. No. I remember the brand. Okay. All right. I'll think about it.
Do you want
Gotta
me
be
to
something
do you want me
bold
to just
but
roast
fun.
you right now?
I agree with.
Do you want me to
As
destroy
much as
you?
I would like to, I want to hang on to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy you. It's over.
All right. Okay. So we're going with Carney right now. We're going with Carney.
We're going with him, but none of us have come up with something yet.
That is equivalent to standing in the humidor in a shitty lounge and just going, Jesus, I don't want any of these things.
Why does it have to be in a shitty lounge?
Because it's in a shitty lounge with the same shit
I
as everywhere
stand out
else.
in any lounge.
I think, you know what I think you are? You know what I would say you are?
I don't know if I want to hear it.
I think I know what it is. I want to pull back the offensiveness.
So I'm going to tell you some. Oh, I can't say
I
it.
want to pull
No,
back the
let-
offensive.
let-
I have
let-
two. As a matter of fact, I have
Okay.
two. I have two. Okay. And I think these are pretty good. One of which I'm going to softball in there. It's nice and easy. Okay. I'm going to go Rocky Patel Edge Habano.
Okay.
Rocky Patel Edge Habano could be one of them. I mean, it's all right. But I mean, I wish I had my time back.
What's the other one?
The comments on here are hilarious. So
What are they coming in?
we got that's Carney and Nutshell. I was talking about the Fu Mandu Chew by Punch. There's another one above Brian that's funny. Anyway, no, go ahead. Keep saying what you're saying though. This is good stuff.
What's your second
I
one?
just feel like you're really concerned about what's about to happen. to you.
No, trust me. Just go ahead and erase that. I'm not worried about anything you have to say. Okay, so I went Rocky Edge. I'm gonna leave that be. Over marketed, over pimped, overpriced, under delivered. Okay, you guys go ahead.
I don't know if I'm on this show.
No. Okay, so
the
the second
story,
one.
by the way, when I started playing this game, I played this online because I brought it up at a cigar shop. And there's somebody who runs a cigar company that's a very close friend of mine. And the conversation came up. I said, what cigar would you be, like, what's your spirit animal cigar or whatever? What cigar would you be? Whatever. So I'm not going to say the brand, but the person, I had to delete the thing, man, because the person that runs the company is literally a great friend.
Really?
And I don't talk shit about him. And I mean, I'll talk shit about stuff, but I'm somewhat careful. This guy, he's great. And maybe they deserve it. But somebody posted, the second person that posted, I was like, what cigar would you be? And this person said, I would be X cigar because I'm a piece of shit that people talk about nicely sometimes for no reason.
That's a Gurkha. Thank you. The second one I would go with is a brick house, just because of your jacket. I think a brick house is pretty accurately priced. But at the end of the day, I mean, you could have spent your money elsewhere. That's where I'm going. I'm going brick house. Actually, is my. Adrian, where are you going? Where are you going?
I think he's a JFR 8x8.
He's a lunatic. He's a goddamn lunatic.
Just full of filler.
Am I brick house Nicaragua?
He's full of filler. Yeah,
All filler.
Yeah, you know what he is? He's that Oscar event cigar that's 14 fucking feet long.
He's about to become the extremely pissed off Christoph.
Is that what you think? Pissed off Christoph?
No.
That is excellent.
That is
And very accurate.
all right. Adrian.
By the way, why haven't they come out with an extremely pissed off Christoph?
They have.
They have.
Yeah, it's a 770.
I wish I knew about it.
Well, what's the LFD? That's the big motherfucker.
The digger. The
Double digger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Adrian, go ahead. You're going the digger?
I'm going the digger. You look at it and you're like, oh, that's
too much for me, and then it is.
And then you take
like
it
and want it again.
and you're like, you know what? I mean, this is a lot, but
you know what?
It's an LFD.
Fuck
and
it, it's
I like
$10.
It's not anymore, man. It's like 12.
You know what? It's
Is
not
it
bad.
12?
Yeah, man. Price increases, man. Shit's got crazy.
Yeah, because of inflation, your costs gone up.
Inflation.
They still have $12 a foot.
I like that. Like it's like, oh, this is too much. I man, it's maybe a lot for me to handle. But then when you handle it, you're like, man, I need this again. That's very much.
Femur's not bad.
You're like, I'll take it again.
What do you think?
No. What's so you?
I'm saying brick house.
You're saying the
You
brick
said
house?
extremely pissed off Christoph.
Well, no.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, it exists, and it's a damn good cigar.
Well, you can't see it because the label blends in with the goddamn cigar. No one's ever heard about.
No,
Who knows?
Yeah,
it's probably
it's-
black with red writing on
Who
it.
knows? Jared should know.
I'm going with the extremely pissed off Christoph.
Okay.
It's a 770 of the pissed off.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm an LG Americano because I'm a one trick pony. I like just a full puro. I'm a puro. I am what I am. And you guys don't get to see it tonight. I got a very little there. I'm very red, white, and blue all the time. I would
bless
wear
America.
my Crocs tonight if I could have.
Love it.
But I'm very red, white, and blue. So I'm gonna go LG Americano. And then if I had to be a cigar other than LFD, I'd be a Padron 1926 No. 1 Maduro because it's my favorite cigar outside of LFD.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, agree to disagree. All right. Come on. Yeah, bring it. What's
All right,
yours?
Brandon, you're a Rocky Patel. It's a boy.
You waited all this time for that? All right. It's a boy. All right. Well, I only got one of those, so.
You got the baby blue eyes, soft, light exterior, and little, maybe you might be disappointed occasionally when you get into it.
Well, if you're smoking a Rocky.
But it's for a special occasion and the baby was born. So
Yeah,
that's what it
I
is.
mean, what else are you going to do? There's no other It's a Boy cigars in the humidor, so I had to buy it.
So I played this game with a friend, and this happened when we brought it up. So the online thing happened, and you may or may not have been accurate with your response when I said that. But I played it first with a buddy of mine, Tristan Oldweiler.
That's a fake name.
And no, it's real, man. He worked for
William
Protocol.
Treadway, you're dead to me.
He worked for Protocol Cigars. It's more real than beer at grills. Kelly.
Joshua Kelly.
So I played this game with Tristan, and we were all busting balls. We were sitting up. We were in Pennsylvania. We were having dinner. There was like 10 of us, and I'm like, what cigar would you be like if you were a cigar? Whatever. And he goes around. Tristan was like 20 at the time. He hadn't 21 yet. I was like, oh, Tristan is Rocky Patel. It's a boy. And everyone's busting balls, laughing. Anyway, dude, literally like 2 years later, I show up at the same place for an event. Tristan's still there. And we just keep in touch. I'm friends with him on social media. It's not, we just became friends through cigars. Yeah, we became friends through cigars. And so I show up at the shop, and he's like, hey, he texted me before. He's like, hey, dude, he's like, I'm coming to the event tonight, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I got something special for you, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, dude, I'll see you tonight, whatever. So he walks in. He goes, I brought something really special for you. And he pulls out of his jacket pocket a Rocky Patel, It's a Boy, and gives it to me. I'm like, you motherfucker. I was like, you just played that. I gave him a hug. I was like, bro.
You know what? It devalues the fact that you already played this card, so eggs on your face, motherfucker.
What cigar do you want to be?
No, wait, Adrian. What cigar is Brandon?
He's a Arturo Fuente. It's a Boy.
Arturo Fuente's short story.
Davidoff.
No, you don't know me well enough, Graybeard.
Perfect scenario. You walk into a lounge. You see different people sitting in the lounge. You're like, who do I want to sit with? Who do I want to spend the next hour or two?
Listen,
and have
listen.
A good,
And the answer is nobody.
and have a good
So
conversation.
I'm stuck with you.
You open up your humidor and you look, okay, I had a good day and I had a bad day. What cigar do I want to have? It's Atabey.
For real?
Yeah, if I see you
Oh,
sitting
man.
down wherever, I'm like, I see different people, I'm going to sit by you because I know I'm going to have a great conversation. And if I want to have a good cigar and it's going to be a great smoke for the next 2 hours.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. That's a real friend, Jonathan Carney.
So the one that I'm going with
Never heard of it.
Exactly.
What I'm going with is the Alma Fuerte.
I thought you were going to say Elmer Fudd.
The Elmer Fudd by Rocky Patel.
Alma
Fuerte.
That's a good one.
Now, what brings you to that?
Just from my short time experience, having known you, we talked for 20 minutes Saturday a couple of weeks ago, and you brought me into here. Good conversation, good smoke. It's I would say the Alma Fuerte is a great smoke. It's great tobacco. It's it's something I could sit down and enjoy for a couple hours.
Appreciate you saying that.
So
in seriousness, what would you say?
Roy Patel, It's a Boy.
Well, before you get to it, do you know the translation to Alma Fuerte? What it means?
No.
Strong soul.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
I like the Atabey. But
I'm not there yet.
So you're a twin. So there's the Byron Petit Poema.
Who's the twin, motherfucker?
He's not a twin.
I'm not a twin. I'm the
You're not a
oldest.
twin? You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Oh my God, you look the youngest.
Right?
Oh my
So
God, it's beautiful.
go ahead and just
It's a
put
boy.
that into your. Yeah, it's a boy. Back to the Rocky Patel.
I do like the Atabey.
I'm not there yet, though.
No, but I wouldn't just give it to you because that's a really good one. That's a really nice compliment. And I'm obviously not into complimenting. And I'm obviously busting your balls even harder.
Here, have some more wine.
Yeah. So, man, I'm gonna go Rocky Patel, It's a Boy.
All right. Well, thanks for that.
At least he
Appreciate
didn't.
it.
At least he didn't say the Swisher Sweet. It's a girl that was actually put those out
No.
Appreciate it.
20 years ago.
Yep.
So,
That's good.
which one?
It's a girl.
Boy,
a
that
girl.
would just be so disrespectful.
Could you-
Your daughter's going to be a stripper. If you're smoking an acid, it's a girl.
So it was funny. It was funny. So when we'll smoke these together
Fucking Dick
sometime.
Cavett over here.
Are you coming to? Are you coming down? You all coming to Vegas?
Yeah.
All right. So I made, because I didn't want to be referred to as it's a girl or it's a boy. When my daughter was born, I had a special cigar made for her. We had special boxes. It's called the Autumn Carney. Because,
Speaking of strippers,
wow,
Damn.
wow, she's 8 months tomorrow. That's awful.
look, at least you know where she's going.
Jonathan, welcome to the family.
Welcome for sure.
I hope Carney is wearing
His mint flavored shoes, though.
What does that even mean, Brian?
What kind of shoes you got on?
I have no bowls.
No bowls.
No bullshit. So I didn't want to have I'm sitting there, I'm like, I've been in the business for a while, and like I have no desire to like make my own cigars. It's just not something I want to do. I have fun doing what I'm doing, and I love the fact they the LFD's got what they got going on, Lido does what he does. It makes my life easier. But I was like, there's got to be some friggin' perks. So I'm like, when I have a daughter, I've had some people like, oh, we'll make you a cigar. I'll put like some label. I'm like, no, I want a friggin' cigar with a special band on it.
Right.
So I was like, will you guys make something special? I talked to Tony and Lido, like, absolutely, we'll do it. So they made a special box. It's all pink, special logos, special bands. So I'm having some more made because so what happened, I got like 100 of them. And then I asked, I was like, are there going to be more of these? Can I make more? Like, yeah, sure. And I was like, perfect. And I smoked my face off because I smoked them every day.
Yeah.
So we'll smoke one in Vegas. I'll bring some out and we'll smoke some of the Autumn Carnies. And
Look at how old is she?
she's 8 months tomorrow
What's her? When was she born?
in autumn, in October.
That makes sense. October what?
15th. When's your
15th.
daughter?
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have a daughter, right?
I have two daughters. My first daughter is October 9th, and my youngest, she was born September 18th. So
shit.
very, very similar.
By the way, I said it's a boy. I didn't say it's a girl. I wasn't that offensive.
No. I mean, Elias is going to carry it on unless he turns into a. We should
By the
end
way,
here.
Was the first you had a girl or a boy?
I went girl, boy, girl.
Oh, really? So you got 3. So when I had the girl, I had people reach out. They're like, oh, well, she may or may not be able to pass on the family name, this and that. My cousin Peter has like I think he's like 15 now. Like already had a boy that passed on the family name. It took so much pressure off because my sister had only desired to have one, and it was a girl. So she's like, I only want one. And then like, oh, you got this person. I'm like, I had no pressure at all. My cousin finally took it off for me. So my wife wants a boy. I'm cool with all girls.
Girls are awesome.
Dude, they're the
Yes.
best.
Oh,
my
God,
daughter's
they're
so awesome, and I'm fine with having a boy. Obviously, I'm fine with whatever. But I was like, I'm just glad my cousin took the fucking pressure off because I said to my wife, I'm like, we're having 2 and that's it.
Yep. Oh,
got-
so you got one more.
I've got one of each, and they're both grown and living on their own.
There you go. That's the way it is.
All right.
My baby is 23, and she's married now.
That's
Damn.
awesome. I have to say, this has been the longest show. We're going over 2 hours now.
This is the longest show.
I want to thank Jonathan
It
for being here.
tends to be that way when
Yes.
I'm around, and I apologize.
We appreciate you being here. No apologies accepted. Dave, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Sign us off.
Ficus?
Thank you for joining us. This is Dr. Ficus checking in. This is Cigar Talk Live, where we sit with a couple of fucking assholes, and Dave and Adrian. Actually, this week we were blessed with one asshole, and we were truly blessed to do it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy we did. I'm glad we got this lined up, knocked down. Feels like we're in Disney World, and this is truly a great night.
Yeah, it
so
was
thank you
awesome,
guys
man.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for hanging with us. Brian McGee, we're looking forward to the first Carne McGee smoke off.
It's on. It's on.
It's on, baby.
Love it.
So, with that being said, much love. Peace out, bitches.
Later, guys. Peace.
Dude, by the way, I had no idea your brother passed away.
No, that's okay.